I go insane. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my brain. Oh no, oh, 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 oh.
He was playing games, got you dancing in the middle of the club. Got you dancing in the middle of the club. I know what you chasing, you can only get this feeling from a thug. You can only get this feeling from a thug. Tears falling in this liquor in your cup. All you really want is love. Baby, all you really want is love. Only talk to bosses independent, can't be fucking with a scrub. Girl, I know you can't be fucking with a scrub.
You have for takeaway.
I want a piece of it.
I don't really care if you cry. I don't really shouldn't have lied. Should've saw the way she looked me in my eyes. She said, baby, I am not afraid to die. Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. Push me to the edge.
Babe, I'm wrong. Should've done better than this. Please, I'll be strong. I'm finding it hard to resist.
No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry.
Save me, I'm lost. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for you.
No woman, no cry.
Show me what I'm looking for. Show me what I'm looking for.
No woman, no cry.
It says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes.
Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer me? Yeah, cause I got more. Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer me?
And I know I forgive and love away, but I want someone to love me. I need someone that needs me. Cause it don't feel right when it's late at night. It's just me and my dreams. So I want someone to love. That's what I fucking want. These days are way too lonely. I'm missing out, I know. These days are way too alone. And I'm known for giving love away, but
Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer me?
that's what I fucking want.
Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop innocent me. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone.
Why you always wanna act like lovers, but you never wanna be each other's? I say don't look back, but I go right back in. All of a sudden I'm hypnotized. You're the one that I can't deny. Every time that I say I'm gonna walk away, you turn me on like a light switch when you're moving your body around and around. Now I don't wanna fight this. You know how to just make me want you to turn me on like a light switch when you're moving your body around and around. You got me in a tight grip. You know how to just make me want you, baby.
Take a sip of my secret potion. I'll make you fall in love. First spell that can't be broken. One drop should be enough. All you belong to me. I got the recipe and it's almost like magic.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Very superstitious. Writings on the wall.
lover of the parties, finishing cakes and crushing bottles of Bacardi. King of the class, I'd rather lay up with a hottie. Single doesn't mean I'm looking for somebody. Some say the drink lays up for hardly. Popping PK, ski a little bit of Molly. Had my on my mind, most people say probably, but I've been on my grind, puffing under that collie.
No street in the rain. Come on. Ready to let it go. Shimmy, shimmy, go, go, go. Listen to it. Yeah. Light it up and take a puff. That's it to me now. Going down, down. No street in the rain. Ready to let it go. Shimmy, shimmy, go, go, go. Yeah. Light it up, take a puff. That's it to me now.
What's love?
Got to do with it.
What's love? You said I love you, said I trust you. What's love?
Got to do with it.
What's love? 'Cause you never loved, so you never trusted.
Don't be a baby, remember what you told me. Shut up and put your money where your mouth is. That's what you get for waking up in Vegas. Get up and shake the glitter off your clothes now. That's what you get for waking up in Vegas. So put your best face on, everybody pretend you know this song. Everybody come hang. Let's go out with a bang.
Here we go.
They won't see us waiting from such great eyes. Come countdown. They'll say that everything looks perfect from far away. Come countdown. You're gonna die, clown! Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Here we go.
She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus, in America too. She's a good girl, is crazy about Elvis, loves horses, and her boyfriend too. Easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to. I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. Go easy on me.
Singing, I love rock and roll. Put another time in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. So come on, take your time and dance with me. I love rock and roll. Put another time in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. So come on, take your time and dance with me.
Fight so dirty, but your love so sweet. Talk so pretty, but your heart got teeth. Late night devil, put your hands on me. And never, 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 ever let go. Shawty had them apple bottom jeans with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low, 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 low. Fight so dirty, been on beatbox with the stress. Talk so pretty, make that big booty smile. Big booty smile. Big booty smile.
Drop it to the floor, make that ass shake. Whoa, make the ground move, that's an ass quake. Build a house up on that ass, that's an ass state. Roll my weed on it, that's an ass trait. Stay A, don't we do this every day? Hey, don't work them long nights to get payday. Finally got paid, now I need shade and a vacate. It's getting bill hate, so much hate, I need a AK.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time
some of the Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras?
I'm a little unsteady, a little unsteady. You say you love me, but I don't care. That I move my hand on the same word you told me that he fought you. You think it's so easy, fucking with my feelings. I got one coming over your heart right now, one right now.
To decide that the things that I tried were in my life just to get high on. When I sit alone, come get a little known, but I need more than myself this time. Step from the road to the sea to the sky, and I do believe that we rely on. When I lay it on, come get to play it on, all my love to sacrifice. Hey, oh, listen what I say.
Living in the state of the world, with my head up in outer space. I know I'll be okay. I know I'll be okay. And I see don't come my way. I'll be making lemonade. I know I'll be okay. I know I'll be okay.
Hey, oh, listen what I say.
I know I'll be okay.
I got your hey, oh, listen what I say.
I tried to do handstands for you. I tried to do headstands for you. Every time I fell on you, yeah. Every time I fell, I tried to do handstands for you. But every time I fell for you, I'm permanently black and blue, permanently blue for you.
How many times can I break till I shatter? Over the line, can't define what I'm after. I always turn the car around.
Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
And it really makes me wonder if I ever gave a fuck about you. Give me something to believe in, 'cause I don't believe in you anymore. I wonder if it even makes a difference to try. Yeah, so this is goodbye.
I don't know what you've been told, but the sky right here's gonna rule the world. Yeah, that is what I'm gonna be, because I wanna be. No, I don't wanna sit still, look pretty. You get high, running a 2-5 dream, but picket fences and trophy wives. But no, I'm never gonna be, 'cause I don't wanna be. No, I don't wanna sit still, look
And
pretty.
it really makes me wonder if I ever gave a fuck about you.
I'm never gonna be, 'cause I don't wanna be. No, I don't wanna sit still, look pretty.
I wonder if it even makes a difference to try. Yeah, so this is goodbye.
Cause baby, when you left, I lost a part of me. It's still so hard to believe. Come back, baby, please, 'cause we belong together.
Well, I'm hot-blooded, check it and see. I got a fever of 103. Come on, baby, do you do more than that?
'Cause we belong together. Who else am I gonna lean on when time gets rough? Who's gonna talk to me when the sun comes up? Who's gonna take your place? There ain't nobody there. Oh, baby, baby, we belong together. Come on, time.
A fuck nigga, that's that shit I don't like. A snitch nigga, that's that shit I don't like. A bitch nigga, that's that shit I don't like. Sneak this up, that's that shit I don't like.
That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like.
That's that shit I don't like.
Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy. 'Cause I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise, 'cause the girls, they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy. And the girls say, save a horse, ride a cowboy.
I'm begging you, just put your loving hand out, baby. I'm begging you, just put your loving hand out,
Drop it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, watch your backs with it. Drop it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, watch your backs.
'Cause I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise.
All my ladies, watch your backs.
I'm begging you, just put your loving hand out, baby.
Oh,
Everything comes back to you. If the whole world was watching, I'd still dance with you. Drive highways and byways to be there with you. Over and over, the only truth. Everything comes back to you.
And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on?
Leader the lover, the underdogs on top. And I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead, MVP. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. Leader the lover, the underdogs on top. And I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead, MVP. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. Enough I was confused, my mind kissing a girl. Confusion, the curse coming up from the cold world. Daddy ain't around, probably out committing felonies. My favorite rapper used to sing, check out my melody. I wanna live good, so shit, I sell dope for a 4-finger ring. One of them gold ropes. Santa told me if I pass, I get a sheepskin coat. If I can move a few packs, I get the hat. That'd be dope.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
Yeah, oh, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. I know I can't slow down, I can't hold back, though you know I wish I could. I know there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good.
I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack, lounging black, smoking sacks up in axe and sidekicks with my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks. Honeys wanna chat, but all we wanna know is where the party at. And can I bring my gat? If not, I hope I don't get shot. Better throw my vest on my chest, cause niggas is a mess.
And we'll never be royals. It's running our blood. That kind of love's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy.
I want you to know that if I can't be close to you, I settle for the ghost of you. I miss you more than life. Tell me what you want to hear, something out of life those years. You've only been sincere, so I'm gonna give all my secrets. If you can't be next to me, your memory is ecstasy.
Honestly, the best.
I love Tradecaster.
Happy Saturday, everybody. Just a friendly reminder. Over the past 12 months, how much money did you make day trading
using your strategy, 551,000.
That kind of money, it's like you know what you're doing.
Sean knows his stuff.
So this is exactly how I did it.
Perfect.
I want everyone to go trade.
Go! Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Anything else?
It wasn't pleasant. That was during lunch hours.
Take some pictures.
Now we're up $1,200!
We got some action right here.
$2,000, $760.
If I tell you how I was able to do this, go out and make that money, make a killing.
Can we start getting ourselves in the green somehow? Get it, people! A bot sell man making HUDI $1,000. Ollie with a $327 trade. Boom, guys. $989 profit. 2,600. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Oh, baby! You guys want to see something good today? We're bringing something good to the house.
I'm gonna fight 'em all. A 7-nation army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off, taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette. And a message coming from my eyes says leave it
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ourselves excited about this day. Let's get ourselves ready to rock and roll on this day because we got a big one today, traders. I am so fired up. I am so excited. I'm so ready on this day. Oh, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you guys a question? One question right here, ladies and gentlemen. Did I just blow anyone's eardrums out? Did I blow anyone's eardrums out, a couple seconds ago? And if I did, all I can say is, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was not my technical difficulty. That's Claire. Claire is in charge of all the audio, soundtracks, and engineering. It's not like you do that much. It's literally, again, you got one job every single morning. I do everything else. All you got to do is make sure the mic's level's nice. That's it. Just got to make sure the mic level is okay. Just so, again, these poor people don't walk around deaf like they're walking around in World War II with grenades blasting off here, Claire. Okay? Got a lot of things to focus on. Little mic check before the day starts is no big deal. So simple, guys. But let's get ready to go on this day. Let's talk about what we got going on this day. So fired up on this one. 9:09 a.m. Ready to rock and roll. Seeing where this momentum's going to take us. Woo! It does feel good to be back though, traders. So let's dive in on this completely. Let's make sure every single trader knows exactly how to be trading this day, what we're focusing on, what we're looking at. But you guys better have that energy at 100 today, even surpass the 100, because it has been the day that we have been waiting for. All right? So we're going to break it on down as we always do and making sure that we're all set here. Now, before I do move on with this day, can I just get a thumbs up? Can I get a Dekmar trades? Ahoo! If the mic level is good at this point. Is everyone good with the mic level right here? Is there anything that you guys need me to adjust whatsoever? I just want to make sure before we do move on, everything is all set, ready to rock. All right. I think, again, just want to make sure that we're all set here. All right, nice. Now, at 9:09 in the morning, let's go over our morning newsletter right here to make sure that we are not missing anything. All right, breaking this thing on down. And as always, I send out this morning newsletter to every single trader. So if you guys are not getting this morning newsletter every single day, head to Tradecaster.com, hit the blue circle in the bottom left-hand corner and ask to be added to this newsletter so that you guys are never missing out on anything and you're always getting this great information. So starting on off here, team, we are going to go with the market briefing. And the market briefing states, going streaking. Okay, I like how we're starting on off here. It says, the S&P 500 just posted its longest winning streak in 2 years. The broad market index added a modest 0.1% on Wednesday, but it's now been positive for 8 days in a row. The last time that this has happened was November of 2021. The NASDAQ composite was up a meager 0.08% for the session, but out of 9 positive days. It's also seeing the longest streak in 2 years. The Dow didn't join in on the fun, falling on Wednesday as the trading at snapping its best win streak since July, but it could see a boost on Disney from Thursday's earnings where it gapped up 4%. So team, we already know this. I mean, I think if you guys follow me at all, if you guys are part of the Tradecaster community, or if you guys just follow me on social media, I think every single person knows that I have been waiting and watching and sitting tight, getting ready for the S&P 500 to start to get a little bit weaker. All right? We all know that. I have been waiting and watching for this S&P 500 start turning and dumping and start, coming on down. And the thing is, the odds are in our favor. They are. The odds are in our favor that we are going to be seeing a red day today, tomorrow, very soon. And why do I say that? And you might have heard this little spiel before, but I just want to go over it with everyone. We are on a 2-year longest win streak that we have seen. This is nuts. In the last 2 years, we have not had a 9 green day win streak. So, if on average, the stock market moves 2 days and we have a pullback, and then maybe some good days, it goes on a 3-day rally and it has a pullback. And every now and then we go on a 4-day run, a 5-day run, and then we have big pullbacks. What can you guys imagine? Every single green day that we have, every single day that it goes slightly higher is now shifting the odds that there will be a big pullback, that there will be a big crash, that there will be a big dump on down just because of profit taking. Does it sound normal when we have a stock or the S&P 500 run 7% in 9 days? Does it sound normal when the S&P 500 moves $30 in 9 days? Does it sound normal when we have had 9 or 8 green days in a row now? Right? So when we take a look over on the S&P 500, okay? And here's just, the S&P 500 just took a screenshot. What is the S&P 500 known to do? It is known to have very nice rallies. You guys can see it's known to have very nice rallies. You guys can see it's known to have very nice rallies. And you guys can see it's known to have very nice rallies. But what is within all these blue candles or these blue squares? We're also known to have very nice pullbacks. Is also known to have very nice drops. It's also known to have times where the stock market falls. When we take a look at a textbook chart, when we take a look at the S&P 500, what would be the most basic picture that you could draw? The most basic textbook picture would look like this. This is what the stock market looks like. That's what people say stocks do, because that is what stocks do. Stocks again go up, they go down, they 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 go up. That's what the S&P 500 does. Does the S&P 500 do this and just go straight up forever? No, this is very uncommon. This is very unnatural. Another very easy way that I went over earlier to kind of describe this is, and it only takes a second to kind of go over, but a little different analogy is, let's say that there is this man right here. This man is the current world record holder for running the longest distance. And this man, I don't know what the longest distance is, but let's just say it's 500 miles, okay? He started from here and he ran all the way to here. He ran 500 miles, holding the world record for longest continuous distance run, okay? Now, let's say there's another guy, and this guy right here has been training to try to beat this world record. Well, what I would probably make the assumption is that if he starts running, he is probably, depending on how well he trained, he's probably going to either quit right at, right before, or right after we get to that world record. Some people show up just short of the world record and they end up quitting, right here. But they get pretty far. But we could take an assumption that, hey, he's getting close. Hopefully he has a little bit more juice. And this is where he might say, I want to go home. I don't have enough strength. He might get right to the world record, tie it, and say, hey, I am done. I tied the world record. Okay, I'm going to be heading on home. Or again, there could be a chance that he goes slightly past the world record and he sets that brand new record right here. And then guess what he does? He says, hey, you know what? That's awesome. I did it, and I'm going to go home. There are few to not many times ever that someone has ever broke a very hard endurance world record where we said, all right, hey, yeah, I want to keep on running. I want to keep on running. I want to 500 miles. I want to do 1,000 miles. Usually it's people get just above it and they say, hey, I'm good. Just past it and they say, all right, hey, I'm good, right? Because he did it. So same exact thing when I'm taking a look over on the S&P 500. The S&P 500, on average, we might have 3 green days in a row before a big pullback, not 9 days in a row. So right now, it's basically like we have run all the way up towards the world record, over towards a record that's been held the last 2 years. There's a great chance that we start getting a nice little pullback. But with this being stated, I do not know how far this man is going to run. I do not know if this man is going to run 490 miles, if this man is going to run 500 miles, or if he's going to run 510 miles. But this is why we're actually going to be doing 3 different entries. This is why we are going to be averaging in, trying to make the best assumption on where he is going to turn around or where the stock market is going to fall. So when I'm looking for entries today, guys, I am going to be doing 3 different entries. I'm going to be doing one most likely right at the start of the day. I'll be doing another as we get closer up towards around 439.50, and I'll be doing another as we get up towards around that 440-ish mark. That is going to be the goal over on the S&P 500, looking for that pullback, looking for that drop. Let's get a little bit more of an understanding on this before we continue on, but I want to make sure, of course, every single trader is on the same page, understanding what I'm looking at and understand where we're at this time. So it says S&P 500 futures rise again after posting the longest win streak in 2 years. It says the S&P 500 futures rode modestly on Thursday following a session in which the broader market index added to its longest win streak since November of 2021. It says the moves follow a muted but mysterious day on Wall Street. While the S&P 500 finished up just 0.1%, it marked the longest winning streak since 2021 at 8 days. The tech-heavy NASDAQ composite inched up by 0.08%, eking out a 9th winning day for its lengthiest stretch of positive sessions in over 2 years. So that is obviously what we have seen. That's obviously what we're focusing on. We're aware of this. We're watching this right now. And we're asking ourselves, all right, can we actually continuously push on up even higher? So at this point, traders and gentlemen, let's get ready for our game plan. What in the world is our game plan? You may have read this over on Twitter or chat or Facebook or Instagram, whatever you guys may have followed me on. You guys probably have seen this. So it says, here's the game plan today. We have been patient. We have stayed disciplined and we have stayed prepared. Today is the day I want to jump in on my puts. I know you have seen my previous post over the last week and a half, and we are finally reaching my price point of 438.50. I'm going to be doing 3 different entries today, right? Why am I doing 3 different entries? I cannot tell you the exact price where the SPY will turn, but I can give you a great idea on the area that it will turn. If we do these entries, we'll be right around the top. So I'm thinking 438.50, 439.50, 440 area. That means kind of our average would be somewhere in the 439s. So that would be like the best idea. Well, Dek, why don't we just wait until the 439s or 440? Well, the thing is, we don't know if it's going to get up to 439. And if it goes up to 438.75 and then starts crashing, I'll be pretty upset with myself that I didn't pull the trigger. If it goes up to 439 and I don't pull the trigger and then saying, oh, I want it to go up to 440 and I don't pull the trigger, I'd be upset with myself. So the thing is, this play here, I want to try to scale in to get the best entry I possibly can. Now, the strike price. The strike price on your contracts really all depends on your account size. If you have a small account, since I do expect that there will be a nice pullback, I would want to go out of the money a little bit. Out of the money so you can buy and afford more contracts. But when you're out of the money, those contracts are not as valuable when you're out of the money. So you're essentially saying, okay, I'm buying contracts that are not very valuable at the moment. And I'm doing this betting that they're going to be valuable by the time that I sell them before my contracts expire. So that's something that you need to be aware of. Out of the money contracts will be less expensive, but there will be more risk behind them. But if you guys can be able to get yourself into the money, those contracts will be very valuable. On a larger account, sometimes the best thing to do is just stay in the money, buy contracts in the money already, just so that you're all set and your contracts already hold value and you don't have to go through any maybe little wonky times. So small account, we may want to have our strike prices at $4.35, $4.36, about $3 away. Large accounts, we could put ourselves in the money right away, $4.39, $4.40. Expiration that I plan on doing is going to be either Monday or Tuesday. Now, Dek, can I do something longer if I want to? Absolutely, right? So if you want to say to yourself, all right, let's think about this. Let's honestly think about this, guys. Everyone just take a second, close your eyes if you want to, and say the S&P 500 has moved $30 with no pullback yet. We've moved $30 with no pullback. We have moved for the longest win streak in the last 2 years. We are betting that a red day's coming on up. So what you could do is, hey, Dek, I'm going to do an expiration date for next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. That means I'm giving myself today, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That means that after a $30 spike, after a 9 days of climbing, whatever, I'm expecting that in the next 5 days, we're going to have some sort of pullback. In the next 5 days, we're going to hit the top and we're going to start falling on down. So if you think that today's the day, you could just do a Thursday expiration. If you want to think, I think it's going to be today or tomorrow, you could do a Friday expiration. If you're saying, well, Dek, I think it's going to be probably within the next 2 days, you could do a Monday's expiration. So I am expecting that we are going to get that drop. I will be shocked if we go green again today and green again tomorrow, right? So it's like, can it happen? Absolutely. But it's just like the odds really aren't in the favor. So the thing is, team, and I'm just going to be extremely blunt and honest with you guys. Today, when the market opens on up, it can go green or red. Let's think about this as a little different example. And I kind of hate, comparing it to any casino type of stuff. But at the same time, this kind of does, relate to it. If you see that you look at a roulette wheel, right? You look at roulette and you guys ever see that big sign next to the roulette and it'll say like what numbers have come on up, and some people will take some sort of strategy from it or think they have some sort of strategy from it. And let's say you have black, 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 black. That's what has landed. A lot of people are going to say, ooh, I bet there's going to be a red one coming up next. And why is that? Well, when you spin that ball, it does come on down to an absolute 50-50. The odds are still 50-50. But to then bet that there was going to be 10 blacks in a row, that's where the odds are very bad. So to bet prior and say 10 blacks in a row, that's most likely not likely. It can happen, but now again, to have 11th, 12th in a row, that is again very unlikely. But we have to also be honest and understand the other side. When you spin that ball into that wheel, it is again, in that current moment, it is a 50-50 on which way it's going to land. So while we do have all these stats and while we do have all this probability and while we do have an understanding of this market has a great chance to fall, we also do want to take in the consideration that today could go green today. It absolutely could. So we need to understand that. So I want you guys to think about right now, when do you guys want to enter? If we take a look over on the S&P 500 at this moment, we are at the price of 438.67. So we could enter right away. Or would you guys rather wait for an upper shadow? Would you guys rather wait until we actually go on some sort of morning spike? Would you guys rather wait for, let's say, a crack of this uptrend? So some people may say, Dek, I think 430, 438.75, 439 is the high. I'm buying in right away. Or would you rather say, Dek, I'm going to sit back maybe 5-10 minutes, see if it's going to spike up higher. If we start cracking VWAPs and cracking uptrends and cracking this and that, sure, I'll jump in. But maybe again, I just want to sit back just for a second to make sure I'm not buying still with more momentum. So that is something that you want to ask yourself at this moment. Seeing again, which way that this is going to be heading towards next. Now, let's actually take a look over on the chart. When I take a look over on the chart right here, traders, I am saying I think we have a lot of resistance around the 440 mark. That's kind of the top area. Why do I think we have a lot of resistance? Well, number one, we do have this first picture. You guys have probably seen this picture before. This was from yesterday, where we were, or 2 days ago, where we were sitting around 435. And I said, guys, we definitely want to wait until 438.50-ish at least to start getting in on possible entries, because we do have top resistance right here, top resistance right here, some old top resistance right here. 438.50, 438.75 is what I think going to be a great area to get involved in this market. Now, If it breaks 438.75 and if we start getting a little bit higher on up, what can you guys realize? You guys can realize that we also do have this very nice downtrend on the daily chart. The daily chart does show us we have a top, we fall, we have a top, we fall, we have a top, we fall, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking to get filled today near this purple line. We are looking to get filled today near this top. We are looking to get filled today somewhere at that purple line region, because remember, if we say, hey, the time before this, we hit the purple line and we crashed a total of $18. And the time before that, we crashed $5. And the time before that, we crashed $12. Every time we hit the purple line hit, we crashed $12. Purple line hit, we crashed $8. Purple line hit, we crashed $20. It's like, okay, when this purple line hits, I think there's a chance that we're going to have a pullback. So that purple line, if we want to take a look in the exact area, that purple line is right above the 440s. That purple line, traders, is right around like that 440.50 mark. So what I want to do at this moment, we do have a few minutes here, is I want to take a little bit of a chat poll. Okay? So over on Tradecaster.com right here, I want to bring up a little bit of a chat poll, and let's go with what will be the best entry. And we're thinking on the SPY. Should we just go ahead and scale in? 438.50, 439.50, and if we get up to 440.50, we go ahead, so average in, or should we say, Dek, wait until we get at least a 440, try to load up near the top, let it again do its little morning wonkiness, go from there. So, scale in right away, or again, wait for the clear answer. Now, what's the issue with the clear answer sometimes? Is that it may not get up to that area. There is a chance that we open on up and just dump on down. So that's the tricky thing about this. So scale in right away or wait for that pop and that top all the way if it can happen. So everyone right now, go ahead, cast your vote. If you guys are on YouTube at the moment, either yell out, buy right now or wait. Everyone again on YouTube, either type on out, buy now or wait. And we'll see which one more people are kind of going for. So everyone, again, you guys can see, you guys are all voting, getting after it at this moment. Let's have ourselves an absolutely awesome, absolutely great day ahead. Obviously fired up on this day. There's so much opportunity. There's so much that we could be, again, focusing on and looking at. But this is going to be a day, of course, that every single person is ready for. 9:27 in the market. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just joining us right now, make sure you guys, again, smash that thumbs up over on YouTube. If you guys have not yet, smash that thumbs up over on YouTube. If you guys have not, appreciate it. I always want you guys to win. I want all of us to bank. I want all of us to come out on top here, traders. 9:27 in the market. All right, traders, everyone cast your vote if you guys have not yet in the matter of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop the poll. So what we have at this moment, traders, is 74% of the traders, 74% of traders in chat are saying, Dek, wait. Wait for a little bit more. Wait for that action. Wait for that thing to come on up. So 74% of the traders over in the chat room are saying, Dek, wait for it. All right, well, this is going to be a very interesting day. This is going to be a very fun day, and I'm really excited. Now, the thing is, everyone kind of understands my game plan. Everyone understands what I'm looking at. Penny stock-wise, is there anything? ASTR is potentially getting acquired for $1.50. So that one was the best penny stock so far. TPST, also a little bit of a breakout right now. There has been some solid penny stock rips recently, but obviously, traders, I have been waiting 8 days for this SPY trade, so I am going to really be focused over on the SPY today, not really too much on penny stocks. I've just been waiting so long for this opportunity, so I really want to try to crush it with every single person here. All right, traders. So market opens on up in the matter of 30 seconds. I just want to go to add option, buy. Going to start off with like 3 contracts, probably leaning towards November 13th expiration, Monday's expiration. So I have a little bit of time. Strike price, I'm thinking, if we take a look, probably, just so I can afford some contracts, maybe back down towards around like 436, right? And, because I plan on holding throughout today, I plan on holding, into tonight, into tomorrow, and I am leaning towards the put side. Now, obviously, this is going to change in price here when this market does open on up. So we'll see a different price in the next 2 seconds here. But let's see what this day is going to do. Let's see what this day is going to bring us. Obviously, we want to see this thing up as high as it possibly can be. And right now, we're almost sitting at like yesterday's old high. Yesterday's old high was right around that 438, like 20 mark. Remember that, guys? Yesterday's old high. We want to see, can we be able to spike on up closer to this purple line? Really, the simple answer is the closer you get to this purple line, the better the entry you will have. That's how it is. So if you just want to say, all right, Dek, hey, I'm putting an entry in at 440. I'm walking away from my computer. If I get filled, great. If I don't get filled, no worries. That's what some traders are doing at this moment. They're saying, okay, we hit the purple line, we drop $20. Hit the purple line, we drop $20. We hit the purple line, that's the next thing, right? So the closer you get filled to the purple line, the better the entry. And the purple line right now is exactly at around 440.20. So that's like kind of right next to that mark. The closer to the purple line, the better. But here comes a little bit of that drop right away. We are getting a little bit of the crack off the VWAP. We are getting a little bit of a crack on that trend line here. So we want to continue to keep our eyes peeled, watching, waiting. Dek, banks are closed tomorrow. Are banks closed tomorrow? I know, again, Veterans Day is right around the corner. Saturday, November 11th. So we have our Veterans Day coming on up, which is absolutely amazing as always. Honoring those who served and those who made that incredible sacrifice for our country. As always, thank you so much. Right now, again, we do have the SPY. S&P 500 traders watching this, staying alert. I know, again, some people, let me ask you guys right now, is there anyone at this moment that is saying, hey, Dek, I'm in on a little bit right now? Did anyone just get a little bit above 438? Did anyone say, Dek, you know what? I did 4 contracts above 438. Dek, I just did 5 I just want to get in. Just want to make sure I'm not missing something. So yeah, out of a 100% trade, some people may be doing 10% right now. Some people may be doing 20% right now, and just saying, hey, Dek, I just want something in there. I just want to make sure I'm kicking still. I want to make sure I'm doing my thing here. Now, I know a lot of you guys say, oh, Dek, are you going to get in on your big account as well? And yes, I am going to get in on my big account, but I'm probably going to really wait for the big account. I'm going to do the small account first, and I plan on getting into my big account for a multi-day swing as well. But we got to give us, we got to see this thing, loop itself back on up. We got to see this thing loop itself back on up. We got to see this thing, get a little bit more action towards the top side here. Get that momentum, get that action. Shaz, yeah, you can do Monday or Tuesday. If you want to do a Tuesday, you definitely can. Things do become slightly more expensive. It's like right now, if I wanted to get 3 contracts slightly out of the money at a 436, it costs me $369. If I switch it over to, again, the 14th though, right, and I go to a 436, it's going to be a little bit more expensive instead of $300. Probably in the 400s. 436, put side, $495. So basically, you're buying time. That's what you're doing. You're buying time when you, again, add a farther out expiration. Time is your biggest aspect. Time is, your greatest value when you guys are trading in the market. If you have a lot of time for a stock to go up or a stock to go down, those contracts are going to be more valuable. If those contracts are becoming more worthless, well, then they're not as valuable. So it comes out to your account size on what you can afford. Obviously, I want to see this thing, try to pop itself back on up. Obviously, you guys know today's the day that I want it. And I mean, the easy thing is, I always try to break down stock trading to make it as easy as humanly possible. I mean, I think I have done that on this trade. I think I have done that on this alert. I think I've done that over the last few days. Basically saying, at this point, traders, best entry, purple line. You hit the purple line, it goes down. I don't know how either clear we can make it. All right? Talking like a caveman over here. Purple line. Purple line, go down. Purple line, go down. Right now, purple line, go up. Right? It's like, we're just waiting. We're staying alert here. And if you want to get a little saucy right now and just say, hey, Dek, just in case it does dip, nothing wrong with putting a little sauce out there at the moment. Nothing wrong with putting a little bit out there at the moment, just so we know we're doing our thing. Now, the biggest, if we had to say, Dek, what would be the worst case scenario today? And I think you guys could probably see it or figure it out. The worst case scenario that could happen today is that the SPY falls all day. That would be the worst case scenario. And why would that be the worst case scenario? Well, it'd be, all right, guys, who jumped in at 438? And then all of a sudden it goes down to 437. All right, guys, did anyone jump in at 437.50? And now it's down to 436. Hey, guys, who jumped in at 436.50? And now it's down to 435. And basically, we did not get up to 438.50. We never got up to 439.50. We never got up to the purple line. That's the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is if we all are here right now waiting for this play on the S&P 500 to literally just go this much higher, and you miss out on the entire move on down because of this much, which I've gone through before. And that hurts, and it stinks, and that sucks, and that's why some people are in on 10% right now. That's why some people are in on 20% at this moment, because they're just saying, Dek, I don't want to go through that. If we do get this massive crash coming on up, and you only have 20%, hey, at least I make a few $100s. So yeah, so there's nothing wrong with just getting a little bit in there, making sure that you're all set. SPY staying alert over on this play, but it is slightly getting weaker here. And we got to see this thing get back above 438. Now, Dek, when can we start, really grinding? When will we start seeing a little bit more of that, spiking towards the upside? Well, we'd probably start seeing a little bit more spiking towards the upside, guys, when we take a look. Do we have anything at 10 o'clock today? We have Thursday. Nothing at 10 o'clock. So nothing at 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So the SPY so far has cracked this VWAP. The SPY so far has cracked its morning uptrend. And we are waiting to see, anything back above 438 is obviously where things can start getting more exciting. But so far, traders, so far at this moment, and I don't mean to scare you, but so far at this moment, it has been worst case scenario. And it's like, well, Dek, that doesn't sound fun. Well, the thing is, it's awesome that the plan's working. It's awesome that that the market's dropping. It's just I obviously want to be filled first. I obviously want to be in on this play first. I obviously want to be able to get involved on this play first. As I said, my biggest fear today is all of a sudden we don't get up towards highs, and by the end of the day we're at 434, 433, where every single person would be up over 100, 200, 300% on their option contracts. We fall on down to 435, 433, every single person could double their account today. And so far we've just had 10 minutes of just straight red. Yep. Again, but the thing is, we didn't even get up to 438.50. Got close to it, but we still, again, haven't even touched that 438.50 mark. So we're still getting weaker here, traders. Gotta find that first nice big bounce. BBMK saying, Dek, you're the best. Thank you for helping me out and doing helping people like me. Hey, no problem whatsoever. You are absolutely awesome. I love you. I want you to know that. I want you to know every single day I wake up thinking about you because I love you. We got the SPY again, looking for that little pop back on up, looking for a little bit of that move on up. Thank you for everyone who is joining us on this absolutely day. SPY still looking at this one, waiting and watching. Also, as you guys know, we got everyone rocking out over on Tradecaster.com. If you guys do or do not know, I am live every single day on Tradecaster. Tradecaster is like YouTube. It's like Twitch of stock trading. Instead of going and watching people play video games, you can come to Tradecaster.com and watch people trade stocks. So you can watch me, or you can click a lobby and watch Kush, who's live right now. He's trading options. You can go ahead and click another lobby. You can go over and click Yeah Buddy Trades, see what he's doing. He's got his lobby going right now, and he's live trading at this moment, going over his game plan. So the thing is, you guys can go on over here, check on out all these amazing live streamers, and that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. We got Caesar, Futures Lobby. He's again ready to rock. He's again getting after it at this moment, doing his thing at this time. So that's the most beautiful thing about Tradecaster is not only can you guys watch me, but you can watch all these other traders that are live, getting after it, doing their thing. So, so awesome to see so many traders over on Tradecaster.com doing their thing and, getting after it. So, hey, make sure you guys head on over here. Also, as you guys know, we are going to be having our biggest Black Friday sale ever this year. Ever. We're not doing 10% off. We're not doing 20% off. We're not doing 25% off. We're not doing 30% off. We are going to be doing anywhere from 30 to 50% off, traders. That means, again, monthly. That means 6 months, 12 months, and the lifetime membership. Yes, traders, so many people hit me up and say, Dek, when are you getting discounts on the lifetime membership? For the first time ever, the lifetime membership is going to be less than $2,000 bucks. It's going to be like $1,400, $1,500. And that's for life. So instead of paying an entire year, you can just pay a lifetime membership and have access for life. So it's going to be almost the same exact price as a 12-month is going to be a lifetime membership for, again, Black Friday. So if you guys are ready for that, if you guys love being here, if you guys love learning, instead of paying for a year, the year is going to pay for a lifetime. So make sure that you guys are getting ready to rock and roll. Right now, we want to see the SPY, though, get this first little bounce. Come on, 10 o'clock. We want this 10 o'clock move here. And if you guys are in on this right now, I already see you. I already see you. I just clicked the button, so I'm looking through your webcam so I can watch your face. Right now, I see a couple of you guys smirking and giggling at this time. And I know why you're smirking and giggling. For the people that jumped in at 438 right now, you're already smirking and giggling saying, hey, Dek, I know you want the stock market to come up a little bit, but I really don't. I'm sorry. I'm up $400 right now. I'm up $500 right now. I mean, I really wouldn't be that upset if the SPY started falling down to 437. I see you. I know who you are. I know some of you guys sitting on your put contracts already. Who, me? Who, me? No, Dek, don't point me out. So the thing is, if you are right now, hey, I'm happy that you're sitting on some nice puts, but I'm still looking for that, nice bounce back on up. I'm looking for that rip and run up towards around the high. Come on. Once we get back above 438, party on. Party on, dude. Once we start getting back above 438, that's where we know things can start getting very exciting. EVA, $4 up towards, again, 128 at this moment. See Iggy. Iggy holds it on down. Going for that EVA trade. Shout out to you, buddy. Sorry, bud, if I didn't see your message before. I'm just trying to stay so dialed in over on the S&P 500 right now. But, penny stock wise, we got EVEA falling, has gone from $4 down towards 128. INBS, not too much going on right there. ASTR getting a little bit of a drop. How about TPST? TPST seems like it's one of the better plays. The best penny stock we saw so far this week was LIFW. LIFW was the best penny stock rip we saw this week. It went from 280 and spiked all the way up to $17. Went from 280 all the way up to $17. Now it is trying to even set itself up for a little mid-candle breakout pattern. So the thing is, if this stock can squeeze, if this stock can go ahead and get that mid-candle breakout pattern, it would be happening probably today or tomorrow. Now, as we already talked about, mid-candle breakout pattern, very simple go-to pattern. You have day one, monster spike. I'm talking $3, $4, $6, $10 spike. After that, you have a pullback. Pullback, why? Because you just went on a monster spike, profit taking happens, shorters take over. After profit taking happens and shorter takes over, people see that it's such a great dip buy that you squeeze the shorters out and then the stock starts moving itself on up. Great spike, profit taking, shorting moves in. Falls so low, it's now a great dip buy. Buyers move in, shorters get squeezed, stock goes on another big time rip. Very big spike, shorters get in, next few days, shorters get squeezed out, very big spike. This is what we call the mid-candle breakout pattern. This right here, like HMNY, is kind of what I'm thinking that's going to happen over on LIFW. Very nice spike, pullback, getting some consolidation, shorters get squeezed pretty soon. LIFW, very nice squeeze, red candle, did have a pop yesterday, still looking to squeeze out some shorters and run back up to $10 plus. So make sure you guys keep that one on high watch and keep that one on high alert. So we want to keep our eyes peeled over here. TPST, guys, still trying to do its thing. Let's see, do we have any sort of news over on TPST right now? TPST, let's just see if this stock has any sort of news, if this stock has any sort of action, if this stock has any sort of hype. TPST 16 hours ago came on out. Form 8K. Form 8K on November 8th, the company is releasing financial results. Okay, so it's coming out, or it came out with financial results. All right, so last night it came out with its earnings report, essentially. So earnings report came on out, and that's why TPST is having this nice rip. I'd probably say look for a short at $5. $5 would be the best area to look for the, a shorting opportunity to be able to come out on top. So TPST ripped and ran up towards around that $5 mark. Or could rip and run up to $5. That's where this thing could start, fading on down a little bit. S&P 500. We got to get back above that VWAP. We got to get back above 438. But man, guys, I'm so excited to be here at this moment. I'm so excited to be here at this moment. Let me ask you guys a question right now. Is there anyone here at this moment that is not doing an expiration date on, let's say, Dek, I don't want to do an expiration date on Monday. I don't want to do one on Tuesday. Dek, I'm doing an expiration date to December. Dek, I'm doing an expiration date to, again, December 10th. Is anyone going to do that? Now you might say, Dek, why in the world would anyone do that? Why in the world would anyone do an expiration date on a put side to like December 10th, December 1st? Why would someone want to sit back for the next 3 weeks and hold a put contract? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's actually, be honest with each other. And what I mean by that is, well, let's go through past history. All right. We came up to this purple line right here, didn't we? And then we fell for about 20 days. And then we came up to this purple line right here. And then we fell for an entire month. So if we fall for about 20 days here, and we fall for, let's just say, 31 days here, and Dek, we're coming up to this purple line right now, I think we're going to fall maybe at least, 15 days or so. So if I do some quick little math, I want to jump in maybe today or tomorrow, and I want to have an expiration date on the 30th before maybe that Santa rally, right? So traders could easily be looking at that. So if you're saying, hey, Dek, I want to do an expiration date. If I can get filled at 439, 440, I want to get filled. I want to do an expiration date, all the way for another 2-3 weeks. Sit back and let it fall as we've been. So I know there's a lot of people that might be, again, changing up their expiration date because of past chart history pattern, telling us how low we can go. But I do want to be able to get that main area for us. And this is a trade as well, guys. I'm going to be doing with my big account as well. So I just want everyone to realize that's how much I like this trade. I like this trade so much. I'm doing the small account and I am going to do the big account as well. And I am going back and forth in my mind saying, do I want to do a far out expiration? So I don't even have to worry about the big account. Put it again on the put side and then start dropping back on down. Now I will let every single person know that November and December are known to be more bullish months. But I think November kind of did its thing already. I think like November kind of already made its move. This is one of the biggest Novembers I've seen. So here's the statistic. You guys ready for a crazy stat? Here's the crazy stat right now. The crazy stat is between the months of November to April. Let's just count it out. November, December, January, February, March, and April. That's 6-month stretch. That's 6-month stretch. The stat is during that 6-month stretch, the S&P 500 climbs 7%. And that's been throughout history. That is the stat that on average, the SPY climbs 7% from November all the way until April. So now I know what some of you guys are thinking. Some of you guys are saying to yourself, hey, Dek, well, why in the world would we ever want to do a put contract? That means, again, we're going up 7%. And that's where I throw the red flag and say, time out, ladies and gentlemen. Where the heck have you been? The crazy thing is, if you guys do not know, since November to the current point we're at right now, we're already up 6%. So on average, it takes 6 months to move 7%. We have moved 6% in a week. We've already made the move. So it's like, that's why I'm expecting some sort of pullback. That's why I'm expecting some sort of drop. That's why I'm expecting some sort of, fade back on down. Yeah, well, I think we can, over on the S&P 500, climb back up to 450. I think the S&P 500 can get back up to 460. Next year sometime, we hit a new high. But at the same point, as we already talked about here, traders, is you know, we just gone too fast, too hard. And that's why, you know, it makes sense that we are having this drop. Also, the kind of big thing that everyone's talking about at this moment is what we watched a few times, the lag effect. Right, guys? What's the lag effect? The lag effect is something that we realize, you know, it happens a lot. Hey, we have interest rates. The day of interest rates, we usually don't have any sort of like big drop or crash that's going to lead towards like multi-week falls. A lot of times when bad things happen in the stock market, they happen slowly. You know what I mean? It's you know, bad things happen in the stock market slowly. When we raise interest rates on up, we see the effects months away. When we cut interest rates, we see the effects months away after, again, you know, people start going out spending or not spending. So if you guys need 2 seconds, we're going to watch a 2-minute video. Just 2 minutes here. So I know some of you guys have, we went over this here slightly, but this is literally just 2 minutes. And some of you guys know Andre here. But watch this, guys. Very interesting, very cool. Let's just kind of tune in here for a second. 2 minutes.
Lag effect. The graph below shows the Fed fund rate and the time is as measured in months from the last in a series of rate hikes preceding each recession since 1981. So, meaning they're increasing the rates, increasing. Boom, they stop raising. How long did it take until recession hit? If you look at these numbers, you'll see a 6, a 15 months, 8 months, 17 months, 10 months. You know what that means?
So it means that on average, it has taken us roughly 11 months after the Fed stopped raising the federal fund rate to go into an official recession. And according to the CME Fed Watch tool, there's a 99.9% chance rates will stay the same. So let me tie all of this together. The last time the Fed raised our rate was in July this year. Assuming that CME Fed Watch tool I just showed you is correct in predicting that they will not raise the rate on November 1st or ever again, they'll probably keep it here indefinitely until they start to lower, that means we have to start counting from July this year. 11 months from July this year takes us to June 2024. Now, if that CME Fed Watch tool is wrong and they will raise the rate on November 1st, that will probably be the last time. So we'll count from November. That takes us to October 2024. So any time between June to October 2024 is when we'll feel the official effects, on average, of what these rate hikes are. All these things have already been put in motion and they can't be undone, so we'll have to wait and see whether we'll actually have the recession 11 months from now, or technically from July or October. I don't know. So with all of this in mind, if CEOs think there's a recession, if data shows there will probably be a recession, and because of this high concentration, we'll probably get some kind of a correction, why would anyone invest right now? Why not just wait for this correction to happen, wait for the recession, and then buy the dip, right? So here.
All right, so we will see what we have here, traders. But that is what a lot of traders are currently looking at this time. All right, traders. So pretty cool, pretty interesting concept there. You know, talking about the lag effect. Now, obviously, we are still waiting for the S&P 500 to get above that 438 mark. So S&P 500 traders starting to get a little bit of that move on up here. Here we go. Can we get back above the VWAP, start spiking, start climbing? And remember, guys, we're going to put the word pay in patience. We're going to put the word pay in patience. Let's do it. SPY staying alert. Obviously, everyone is waiting and watching for this move. All right, and once we start getting up towards those top areas, we know that that's where we're going to really be able to make our cash. That's where we're really going to be able to make our money. Russ, Dek, let's say you get in at 438 and it goes down to 420 in 10 days. What would your profit be? I mean, I don't know, to be honest. It depends on how much you're investing, how much contracts cost at the time, how much they're going to be worth. But if you got in at 438 and it dropped all the way down to 420, what would your profit be? Depends on how much money you put in, but it would be a lot. It would be a lot. If you put in $2,000 and it went all the way down to 420, probably up towards like $8,000. It'd probably be like a quadruple. So the S&P 500, another little rejection off that VWAP. Once we get above that VWAP, we should be able to get that squeeze all the way on up. Get that squeeze all the way on up and get that next leg. Also, side note traders, for those who do not know, tonight is the night. 8 o'clock tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 8 o'clock tonight. I am posting for the Utah Ski Trip Mastermind. I am betting that it's going to sell out within the first 20 minutes. So the thing is, team, if you are coming to Utah with me for the Utah Ski Trip Mastermind, make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go at 8 o'clock tonight. I am posting over on my Twitter. I am posting it over on my stock twits. I'm posting it over on my Instagram. I am sending an email out. I'm dropping it over into the chat room. And it really does come down to the first come, first serve. So that's all it is, guys. First come, first serve for the Utah Ski Trip Mastermind. So we're going to be skiing and snowboarding at Snowbird, Park City, Utah. We're staying at the Ski Mansion, the Tradecaster headquarters. We are again providing transportation from the airport to the house to the ski resorts. We'll be live trading every morning with you guys right here in person, doing it together. And then after we get our win, after we get our trades, after we get our breakfast in, we're going to strap on up and go hit the slopes. So it's going to be an amazing time, not to be able to just trade with you guys, but also be able to go out, ski with you and enjoy it and kind of, be able to meet you guys a little bit better. So what's included? 5 days, 4 nights in Ski Trading Mansion, 4 live trading session with myself and any other guest mentors that are coming, 3 lift tickets, 2 passes Snowbird, 1 pass to Park City, breakfast every morning, transportation to and from the airport, transportation to and from the ski resorts, happy hour, champagne time back at the house, and we also do have week 1, which is in January, and week 2, which is in March. Now, as you guys know, January has actually already been sold out. The only spots we have available right now is the weeks of March. So make sure that you guys are all set, and I'm sending this out tonight. It is $3,289 per person, and that includes everything: the stay in the mansion, the transportation, the lift tickets, the live trading, the mentorship, all that. And you guys will be all set, ready to go. Make sure you guys are fired up for that. That's happening again this winter. Slots go on sale tonight. It'll probably be sold out within the first 10 to 15 minutes. And I just want to do it early so you guys can get, your airfare and stuff. Now, S&P 500. We'll see where this one's going towards. So let's get pumped. And if you guys, again, we do have a high priority list. If you guys want to email me at dekmartrades@gmail.com to be part of our high priority list, those are the people that, are asking, hey, Dek, I really want to get a slot, and I'm trying to help them make sure they get a slot. So if you guys are definitely coming or want to come and definitely want a slot, please email me at dekmartrades@gmail.com and just let me know that you really, really, really want a slot so I can do my best to kind of get you that slot. S&P 500 traders, coming on up. Let's see if we can break that VWAP here. Let's see if we can get back above that 438 mark. Dek, I plan on coming, but I've never skied a day in my life. Well, that's no big deal. You know what? If you want to come and you've never skied a day in your life, no worries. I'm going to strap you on in, put some pillows, get a couple, some rope, strap some rope around you. We're going to go up to the very top of the mountain, probably hit like a double black diamond, and I'm just going to push you down. And you know what? You're going to enjoy it. You're going to laugh. You're going to have the time of your life. All right? So I don't know. When in doubt, you're just going to be flying. The best way to learn is just go from the tippity top and just drop right on off like a 30-foot face of a cliff. Land in some powder. Understand that you're going to be absolutely fine. Maybe ride an avalanche halfway down and just say, hey, we'll be good. So we'll get you going. Get you on some waxy twigs. Get you up on the mountain. Doing that thing, eh? Spy looking to see if this play here. So team, this is going to be still that move here. And again, I always like to make sure that you guys realize you are not alone right now. Let's just see. Let's just see how many people are in your corner at this time. How many people at this moment have not jumped in on a trade yet and is saying, Dek, I love the game plan. I'm waiting for the purple line. Purple line touch, $20 drop. Purple line touch, $20 drop. Purple line touch, Dek, that's where I'm going in. Who here has not pulled the trigger yet, but is waiting for that good, great entry where you are trading with confidence? Because I know some people may want to jump in because of FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. But look how many people are in your corner right now. Look how many people are doing the same exact thing that you're doing right now. How many people right here at this moment are saying, hey, don't worry, don't jump in yet. I got you. I'm right there with you. I didn't jump in yet either. Right? Look how many people are in your corner at this time doing the same game plan. You don't got to feel like you're alone. You don't got to feel like you're missing out. You don't got to feel like everyone else is making money and you're not. We all have the same game plan at this time. So you are all good. A little bit of a spike. Got it. Test that 438 mark there for a second. Still testing that 438 mark right here. Let's see if we get that break. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Just got to fix something across the room. And you're right, trader's still right there. Man, look at this. Upper shadow, back underneath the view up. Ugh! This is where FOMO starts kicking in a little bit. The FOMO kicking in. Dek, I thought you just said everyone's on our side. We don't got to have FOMO. Yeah, I lied. I started to have FOMO now, okay? I can say that when we get above 438, and I think my plan's going to work. No, for real though, guys. You know, obviously we are watching to see, can we get back above that 438? We want to get our entry price. We are, this is insane. Like, we are so close to getting our entry price. We are so close to doing what we need to do. And we still have at this moment, like, we are still on another day of green. So right now we are technically still in the green by 22 cents on this day. I wonder, you know, I want, does anyone know the answer? I wonder, what is the longest green streak on the S&P 500 history? Let's see. What is the longest green day streak on the SPY? All right. Okay, look at this, guys. What do you guys think the answer is? No cheating. No cheating. What do you guys think the answer is? I have the answer right in front of me. Don't look. What do you guys think the answer is? If you had to say, all right, the longest green streak in history. The longest we've ever had. Green, 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 green. No cheating. I have the answer. The longest we have ever had in history, team, where every single day was green, is 251 days. I'm just kidding. Okay, no. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine sitting here and being like, hey, with 9 green days in a row, and then all of a sudden 200 more green days come? No, I'm just kidding. The longest green streak is 13 days. And that was in 1995. Hold on a second. Hold on here. Hold on here a second, traders. The longest green streak in 1995 was 13 days in a row, and right now we're on 9 days in a row. I mean, it's just screaming red day is right around the corner. Am I wrong here, team? If we're doing a simple probability, last time, nearly 20 years ago, right? No, nearly 30 years ago, we had a 13-day green streak. We are like, to me, there's no doubt in my mind that either today or tomorrow, we're going to be starting to see that reversal coming on up. $10 o'clock came, guys, when we started getting a little bit of that rally. So the SPY still obviously watching this play here. That's kind of nuts to think about, though. 13 days is the record? I actually thought it was going to be way more than that. Anyone else thought it was going to be more? I thought it was going to be like 28, to be honest. Like a whole month. Like just every single day, month straight, it was green. Guys, we are back above the VWAP here. Or excuse me, we are back under the VWAP. And starting to get a little bit weaker. Remember, above 438, so close to that line. Dek, is there a chance that we don't touch that purple line? There is. Is there a chance that we don't touch that purple line? Absolutely, there's a chance. But, you know, that is the perfect entry. It's kind of like the safest entry. It's like you get that entry, you know you're going to win. 99%. Yes, there is always that 1% chance that it doesn't happen. But it's like we just want that a surefire shot, that surefire chance, that surefire opportunity to make money. Top resistance fall, top resistance fall, top resistance fall. And, hey, I want to ask you guys a question. And you guys can be honest with me. You guys can be honest with me at this point. Is there anyone here that is upset with me that I have not pulled the trigger either yesterday or today so far? Is there anyone here that's saying, Dek, I'm sick and tired of sitting around? If that is, again, you know, your thought process, I definitely understand that you want to see me trade, you want to see me jump in, you want to see me make money. But can you also understand that when I pull the trigger, I understand that thousands of other people pull the trigger? Can you understand that a lot of people are here wanting to win, wanting to make money, wanting to learn how to trade stocks the right way? And I know that when I pull the trigger, I am not only investing my money, but I know people are following what I'm doing. And when I do pull the trigger, I want to make sure that you guys win. It's so important to me. I don't want to be a trader that has a 30% win rate, but still be able to grow an account. I don't want that. It's so important to me that I have a win rate of 80%, 90%, because that means you guys are going to have a win rate of 80% to 90%. Right now, this is, again, the toughest part. Right now, this is the trickiest part where I'm debating, do I want to jump in on this play? Because, yes, we are on 9 green days in a row. The record over the last 30 years is 13 green days in a row. I am expecting a huge red candle here coming on up either today or tomorrow, but we just haven't got up towards the where I really want yet. Remember, I wanted 3 entries today. Didn't we talk about that? 3 entries today. 438.50, 439.50, and 440. Right? 3 entries today. I wanted 438.50, 439.50, 440. Wrote these out for everyone as clear as day. And unfortunately, we just didn't even get to the first one just yet. 3 cents short. 3 cents quiet before. Xavier, famous line is, if most traders would learn to sit on their hands 50% of the time, they would make a lot more money. It is true. Or you can also say that if traders learn to sit on their hands more and be patient, you would also not lose as much money. You know what I think about sometimes, which is wild, is how better you are at trading now than you were last year. How much better you are now than you were 2 years ago. How much better you are now. I mean, it's like everything else in life. If you, again, pick up a guitar today and you play for 2 years, you're going to be a much better player in 2 years than you are right now. If you have been playing piano for 2 years, you can look back and say, yeah, I barely knew anything. I was just kind of like copying what I saw on YouTube videos. Now you can actually understand music. Same exact thing with stock trading. Stock trading is, same exact thing where I can look back. I've been stock trading now for 10 years. And I can look back and I can say, yeah, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I'm such a better, more overall well-rounded trader right now. I can say, guys, back in like 2020, when I was probably 6 years into stock trading, was probably like my most gambly phase of my life, the most gambly time. I was buying everything left and right, trading nonstop, doing shorts here, doing breakouts here every single day, up 10 grand, down 9 grand, one day make 50 grand, one day lose 4 grand, one day lose $70,000. Like, it was nuts. And that's why I was just saying, hey, at some point, this is going to turn. At some point, I'm going to have $100,000, $200,000 loss, and I'm not going to be able to recover from it. And that's when I wanted to tighten things up a little bit. Get a little bit more mature with your stock trading, not treat it like a casino. So traders, we are starting to get a little bit more of a drop here. Man, nice dump at this moment. Nice dump at this time. Some people are saying, Dek, the top is in. The top is in. 438.50, that's the top. Who here thinks it? Who here thinks 438.50 is the top? Dek, I'm getting after it. Dek, I'm pulling the trigger. Dek, it's time for me to get in. I love you, Dek. I love the game plan. I love, again, you guiding me here. But it's time for me to get in. 438.50 is the top. So if that is your game plan, obviously, all I want this thing to do is crash all the way back on down so you guys can crush it. Now, if someone says, Dek, are you now getting in? No, not at all. No, I'm not getting in at all. I'm waiting for my game plan, guys. Somewhere down the line, people, again, are just like, okay, so you're jumping in out. No, I'm waiting for my entry. No, I'm waiting for 438, 439, 440. I'm waiting for my entry, guys. I already told you. If my entry hits, it hits. If it doesn't hit, I don't get filled. I am literally being a trader that is going to wait for only I have 99% confidence. I am not. I know for a fact, if you jump in right now, you're going to say, okay, 438.50 was the top. Okay, hopefully that was the top. Okay, come on now, fall. Okay, come on now, come on. Okay, I'm in right now. Okay, fall. Come on, fall. Right? It's like, no, I'm going to wait for an entry that I feel confident in. So I'm going to give it a little bit of time. Is there anyone here? Maybe, guys, you know what we also need? And, there's so many of us here, which is awesome. I do think, one person can stand up and maybe take one for the team. Is there anyone here that seems like whenever they buy the S&P 500 or buy puts or calls, it always does opposite? Can we get one person here? There's a lot of us here. Can we get one person who always, the stock market does opposite of what they do to buy puts right now so it comes up to our entry? So if there's one person here that's like, Dek, no matter what I do, I always lose. Do you guys mind doing puts so that it comes on up towards our entry? And, you'd really be helping out a lot of, the traders here. So it's kind of like a team player type of thing here. You got us? Cool. Gotcha. No worries. Thank you. All right, guys. We got it. So yeah, one of you guys, someone jumping on puts that always loses, so it'll, shoot on up for us. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. But seriously, someone do it. So right now the S&P 500 starting to fall. Getting a little bit weaker. And team, we are coming all the way on down. Still, getting these fades. Still getting these falls. Still getting these fades. Still getting these falls. Still seeing this thing again continuously dropping here. Banks are closed tomorrow for Veterans Day. We do have off the weekend. Next time we kind of have off is going to be Thanksgiving time. Now, as you guys know, coming on up in the next month, things do get just absolutely nuts for anyone that's a brand new trader. So this, like, over the next month and a half, over the next 2 months, this is basically what we have. We have Thanksgiving. You guys are getting, you guys get a day off for Thanksgiving, so you get a break. Then after Thanksgiving, you got the Black Friday, Thanksgiving, day off, holiday. Then we have the Christmas rally, where we usually see a very strong bull rally in the stock market. Then we have Christmas Eve and we have Christmas, so we have off. Then after that, we have 4 days of trading. Then we have New Year's and New Year's Eve. Then we have off. Then we have, again, 2 more weeks of trading. Then it is, I believe, what is it? President's Martin Luther King Day. Then we have off. Then we have about a month of trading with a lot of crazy action and hype. Then we have President's Day, and then we have off. So it's like, for anyone who does not know, over the next, 60 days is just nuts. Nuts with consumer spending, stock market going crazy, holiday season leading towards tons of plays going all over the place. Then on top of that, you have days off. There's some days we're only trading Monday, Tuesday. Holiday falls on a Wednesday. We're back Thursday. Friday, people are leaving. Snowstorm comes on in. Powers get, it's like, the next 60 days are probably my favorite trading days. The next 60 days where it's just people are spending like crazy in the market. Everyone is trying to finish off the year with a bang. Everyone's trying to make as much money at the start of the year. We have random days off in the market, which is just leading towards more random spiking. It's just like there's so much chaos in the next 60 days. It's kind of fun just to be like, what is happening here? Some days you see, the market spike on up $10. Some days it drops $10. Jerome Powell's just trying to, walk around and try to get things together. So I love the Christmas time. Christmas time's the best time. Right now, the S&P 500. Watching it right now at this moment. Let's see if there's any. I also saw something happen today. A lot of people are talking about Bitcoin price starting to move itself on up. Bitcoin, guys. Let's hey. No, it doesn't matter what you say about Bitcoin, to be honest. I don't care if you like it, if you hate it, or whatever. It's been a good investment. Year to date, Bitcoin is up 128%. Bitcoin was at the price of 16,000. What was my target? I wanted 10, 12,000. If Bitcoin came on down to like 12,000 bucks, I probably would have jumped in on some, just because I think it's so cheap at that point that people are going to jump back in on it at some point. So I wanted to actually wait for, again, like that $12,000 mark. But look at this. It's all the way back up to 37,000. So Bitcoin has been moving on up. Definitely been seeing a little bit of a rally right here. And people are excited about it. 44 minutes ago, Bitcoin price surges to 18th-month high above 37,000. Bitcoin price bolts to 37,000. So you can see how Bitcoin has been moving itself on up. And it is up 128% year to date. I also talked about it earlier. What are a lot of people starting to talk about? I said this earlier. Who remembers? What's the new buzz? There's always one buzz thing every year. Remember? Last year or 2 years ago, it was cryptocurrencies. And then it was NFTs. And then the year before that, it was electric cars. And then this year, it's AI, right? So if we want to take a look at, let's go to the weekly charts. We could see, if we want to take a look at this year's big hype was NVDA. If you invested into NVDA and you jumped in somewhere near like $100, it ran up to $477. Then what did people start running into? People before that, they started getting to all those NFTs and cryptocurrencies. And remember, like we saw Riot. Remember, like Riot? We saw this one go from $3 all the way up to $80. Remember, we saw like MARA. MARA, this one went all the way from $1 all the way up towards $83. Then what was before cryptocurrencies? Well, we saw all those vaccine plays. Like Pfizer vaccine and Moderna. Was it mRNA? Remember all the vaccine plays that went absolutely crazy and things are going absolutely nuts there. So there's always like these trends. We had AI, then we had the crypto, then we had the vaccines. Then after that, guys, we saw, or even before that, we saw electric cars. Remember the electric cars right here where Tesla went nuts? So every year, there's always one big thing. And then it usually dies off. It is kind of nuts. Tesla, electric vehicles, big thing. Then it started dying on off, and Tesla's still a great company, but it's not as crazy as it was. Then we started seeing vaccine plays. And then again, we took care of that, and then it started dying on off. Then we started seeing the crypto plays. Crypto plays obviously went nuts, and then the crypto plays started dying on off. And now again, we do have the AI plays. And AI plays have gone crazy. But I'm going to say AI, yes, I think there is going to be a period where it does come back down to 258, 200. And people say, no, that would never happen. Oh, just like it didn't happen with the vaccine plays. Oh, just like it didn't happen with the electric car plays. Oh, just like it didn't happen with the NFTs. Just like it didn't happen with cryptocurrency. Just like it didn't. You'll always have pullbacks, right? You will. So what's the next big phase, guys? What are people talking about right now? Next big phase that is starting to take over a lot of Reddit and things along those lines. A lot of people at this moment are starting to talk more about the hydrogen cars, hydrogen plays right there. For anyone who is not on message boards or sitting in front of the computer as long that I sit in front of, as is probably 99% of people. So throughout, obviously I get tons of people emailing me things. I get tons of people, sending me links. I'm always on Reddit. I'm always going through message boards and different forums. Basically, if you want to just start getting a little interested over on it at this time, is a lot of people are saying that electric cars are kind of a scam. Not a scam that you would think, but they're not as healthy for the environment as most people claim they are. right? We obviously have gas and gasoline cars put emissions up into the air. But when we talk about electric vehicles, well, we are going to have to be charging these on up, and that takes a lot of electricity. Not only that, we have to mine to be able to get these minerals to be able to create these batteries. And then after these batteries die, what do? We put all these battery acid back into the earth. So a lot of people have been saying, hey, electric cars are not the solution here. So a lot of people are saying, what is the 0% emission with 0% problems to the earth? And that's where a lot of people are now leaning over towards hydrogen cars. So how, again, do we build a hydrogen car? Well, for anyone who does not know, they actually have already started building hydrogen cars. And hydrogen is 100%, or I would say 0% economic deadly, or 100% friendly in every single way. So you can actually see there's a lot of videos that are starting to pop on up at this moment. You see Toyota CEO, our new hydrogen car is the end of EVs. Hydrogen car, a lot of, the supercars being made out of hydrogen only. Technology runs only on hydrogen. These are all things that are starting to happen at this moment. This engine is going to bankrupt the EV industry. Hydrogen. Why EV sales are slowing down? Because they're not as good for the environment. So hydrogen starting to come on. So it's just a lot of people are, kind of leaning on over towards, basically this at this time. So we want to kind of dive in on this here a second. Take a look over on this. Let's just see.
The prestigious Paris Motor Show, an Afro-European technology firm by the name of NAMX unveiled a game-changing vehicle. The hydrogen-powered SUV, a vehicle that challenges the conventional fuel cell design. But what sets it apart? Are expected to range from around $68,410 to $99,984. NAMX HUV comes across as a cleaner, eco-friendly alternative, especially in the context of the Repower EU initiative to decarbonize mobility in Europe. With over 1.5 billion private vehicles set to be replaced by 2050, the company's commitment to home deliveries of removable hydrogen tanks, which can be changed in seconds, marks a significant step forward in this green revolution.
So that's what a lot of people are kind of leaning towards. So a lot of people say, Dek, how do I invest into a hydrogen car? Well, again, the answer is, and I'm just, I know I'm going a little off track right here, but I just want to kind of help you guys on out because everyone always asks me these type of questions. And little disclaimer, as I say this, I am not in any hydrogen plays at this moment. So I am personally not in any sort of hydrogen stocks in any sort of way at this moment. But the way, again, how a lot of this is going and the way a lot of people are leaning towards is that they are actually investing into uranium plays. Uranium plays are going to be fueling these nuclear centers, these nuclear power plants. Nuclear. When you have nuclear, you can get hydrogen. So a lot of people, especially if you go over on YouTube and you just type in uranium investing, this is kind of the huge thing that's popping off right now on Reddit. On Reddit, it's getting like 10,000 new people every single day, and everyone is just kind of making like the uranium boom. Better than crypto, uranium, news alert on uranium. Uranium prices are skyrocketing. Uranium prices set to explode. The dark side of uranium. It's like starting to take on over uranium stocks. Like it's kind of starting to get like its own little cryptocurrency Wall Street bet type of community right now. And that's what a lot of people are starting to go over towards. So if you guys want to know, what are some very popular uranium stocks right here, let's just go over some so you guys can kind of see what I mean. So taking a look over on some uranium plays, we do have CCO right here, or let me actually go back into a daily time frame. Let me find the more popular ones. What are the popular ones here? What are the ones? Oh, these are ones. Okay. CCJ. So CCJ over the last 6 months has been moving itself on up because of all this uranium hype. As you guys can see, it's gone from $24 now up towards, again, $42. Let's see some of these other ones. That's the most popular one. URA. URA's gone from $18 up towards $26. UEC. UEC has gone from $2 all the way up to $5.69. URG at this time, URG has gone from 82 cents all the way up to $1.60. URNM, Uranium, has gone from $28 all the way up to $45 at this time. So you guys can see what I'm saying at this moment. It's not me making things on up. I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of the secret sauce right now and telling you where a lot of people are basically putting their money, that this is like the next AI. This is the next crypto. This is the next electric vehicle. This is the next, you guys know it, like vaccine type of phase. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. Apparently when you say that, like you get like demonetized and I don't know why, but maybe because, I don't know. But the thing is, that's like the next trend. Okay, so this is what a lot of people are kind of going towards, that next type of trendy type of move here. Here's a list of uranium plays. If you guys want to check them on out, CCJ is the most popular one. But you can see they've all been green, and every single one has been green this year. So the thing is, that's what everyone's looking towards, saying that nuclear is going to be the next big thing, saying hydrogen's the next big thing, and to be able to fuel that, you need to be able to have uranium, which is the next big thing. So that's what a lot of people are going towards over and over and over again, and you could see the facts behind it as these are starting to get the hype. Also, as I just want to say this as well, if you guys would like to, I would definitely go over towards head on over towards Reddit, and you guys can see that there is actually a page over on Reddit that is growing very, very quickly called Uranium Squeeze. So it's an entire page over on Reddit, and it has 26,000 members, and this goes up like constantly. So it's growing very, 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 very quickly, and everyone's just kind of, it's like the Wall Street bets of uranium. It's called Uranium Squeeze coming on up. So check that on out. Want to make sure that you guys are all good. Pretty interesting stuff, huh? Pretty cool stuff. We'll see what the future brings. Obviously, I have no idea what the future is, or what the future is going to be bringing us. But we will obviously be staying alert and staying ready to go.
Hey, bro, go up.
Here we go. Awesome. So, traders, right now, SPY. SPY's being tough for us right now, because it is getting the drop. It is getting the drop. It is getting the fade. It is getting the weakness. And the thing is, I know that most of us do not have a position, and the people who do have a position are probably 20%, 40% maybe. So am I happy that we're able to understand, hey, Dek, this is what you wanted, the market was going to fall? Yes, but there's two parts of stock trading. There's actually a lot more than two parts of stock trading. It would be like the same exact thing if someone says, hey, are you good at golf? Well, to be good at golf, you got to have a good driver swing. You got to be good off the tee box. Then you also have to be a great iron player. Then you got to be able to know how to chip. And then you also have to be able to know how to putt. There's like 4 parts of golf. Same exact thing if you want to think about, oh, are you a great basketball player? Oh, I'm a great dribbler. Yeah, but are you a great passer? Do you understand the game? Are you a great shooter? Are you a great whatever? Like, there's different parts of the game. Stock trading, oh, Dek, you predicted that the market was going to fall. I did predict that the market was going to fall. But I don't have an entry on it. Being able to have chart analysis is perfect, is great. But to say, oh, market's going to go up or down is awesome when you're in on it. So being able to understand a chart is one thing. Being able to time out an entry is another thing. So today, still watching, hoping that the S&P 500 can get back on up towards around those tops. And hey, congratulations to all those people that are already up on these plays right now. Congratulations to everyone who's already crushing this day. Congratulations to everyone who's made a little bit of money and a little bit of cash so far. And a lot of people always say, hey, Dek, you know, can we have like some trader meetups and stuff? And I know a lot of times, you know, when I have these like trader meetups, you know, we're always thinking about renting out these huge places and things along those lines. Is there anywhere, hey, I'm open with you guys. Is there any place, anywhere that we could literally just set up a date and we could literally just all go for free? Like, I don't have to charge anything. No, we don't got to rent anything out. Is there a place that just has super strong Wi-Fi that we could literally just all go hang out and all trade together at the same place? Just an absolutely free, every single person trader meetup. I could hit it on up on all my social media accounts, get like 4,000 people to come on out. A library? Yeah. Imagine a library for Dek Starbucks. Imagine we get 4,000 people just show up randomly at Starbucks and no one just orders coffee. We're just using the Wi-Fi. We're just having a little free trading conference right here. Thank you. I'm gonna say every single person meet at this Starbucks and we just crunch it on in. I'll stand up on a table and say, all right guys, today this is what we're doing. And then I'm standing up on a table yelling, hey, this is what we're doing. We're looking for put contracts. The baristas behind the counters are going nuts just yelling, is there a share in here? Is there a share in here? Some poor lady is screaming in the back, it's Shannon! It's Shannon! Double venti latte, crew 2 pumps of sugar. Guys, we're getting ready for our put contracts. Put contracts coming on down. Is there a share in here? For the last time, damn it, it's Shannon! We might have to do it just for the chaos that it might bring. All right, just for the chaos that would bring, just in that little tiny opportunity. But I would love to. I would like to make it a thing. Maybe that's going to be my goal in 2024. My goal in 2024 is maybe to set up the world's largest trading event for free. Just everyone come, sit down, and trade. Break a world record. What's the world record for world's largest trading event? And we just make it free. Right now, S&P 500 traders, this thing is still getting weak at this moment. Had the upper shadow right here. That is a great sign. Has been fading, has been falling since. It's like, hey, it's like I'm happy with this, and also a little disappointed with this because I want to be in it right now. And I know what half of you guys are saying. Well, then, Dek, jump in. Jump in. I dare you. Jump in on this one. I dare you. Do it. Do it. And it's just, I can't do it when it's down to 436 because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to jump in at 436. My entry was 438.50, 439. I want to jump in at 438, 439. I jump in at 436. It bounces on up to 437.50, and I just say to myself, what the heck am I doing? What the heck am I doing? I literally waited the last 6 days to be able to get onto this trade, and now I'm jumping in at 436 because I feel like I'm going to miss it. Hey, if I miss this and it dumps all the way down to 430, you know what's the greatest thing about it? Is I didn't lose $1. And I know some of you guys made money on it. So if this drops all the way down to 430, if this drops all the way down to 429, what's the worst thing about it? The worst thing is I didn't lose any money, right? It's like I didn't make any money, but I didn't lose $1. It's like when you miss out on a play, I know sometimes you get so frustrated, but you didn't take any loss. You're absolutely fine. You're exactly where you started. You're exactly where you're at right now. You still have all the funds in your account to be able to go make money. So the last thing I'm going to do is jump in at an entry that I'm not happy with. The last thing I'm going to do is jump in at an area that I'm not, 100% confident in. I'm going to wait for my entry. If that means it pops up later on today, I'm going to wait for my entry and, of course, go from there. I love when people over on YouTube ask, is this live or is this a recording? This is a recording. And this isn't a recording. This is a dream. Right now you're dreaming. This isn't live. Wake up. Wake up, sleepyhead. It's time for you to start your day. Wake up. Wake up, sleepyhead. Wake up. You're trapped. You're trapped in here. You're trapped. You can't wake up. This is all one big dream. This is all one big dream. That's all it is. Or maybe it's not a dream. Maybe it's a nightmare. What's going on here, guys? Huh? All right, traders. Right now, SPY still keeping this thing on watch. And we got the SPY again staying alert here over on this moment. And where do you guys think? Let's kind of figure this out. Where do you guys think the next dip buy would be? Where do you think the SPY is going to have a lot of trouble falling underneath for those that are short at this moment? For those that are short at this time, it's going to be 435. So you still have, if you're in on the put side, you still have about another $1.20 that you could fall here. Go back over here, traders. 10-minute time frame. Figure out where was there massive annoyance that we couldn't, fall underneath. Who remembers? Put a line right at 435. This is very simple chart trading. Okay? I do not try to overcomplicate my trading in any sort of way, right? My trading, I just try to figure out what makes sense. What makes sense? That's all it is. I do not try to do anything that is going to be out of the norm. I don't try to do anything that's going to make people say, oh, hey, this doesn't make any sense to me. All I try to figure out is where in the past do I see that there was a lot of bouncing, a lot of support, a lot of areas of reversals, because that's where it's going to hold on up. Stock trading is just one big psychological game when you think about it. Stocks go up because people buy them. Stocks go down because people sell them. It's not like there's any exterior forces other than that. People buy Apple when Apple comes out with new products that they think is going to be able to generate money. They buy Apple. If everyone sold their Apple shares, Apple would come crashing all the way on down. So the thing is, when you take a look at the chart speaks a lot to us. It tells us where we're going to be able to see dip buys and bounces. Just like when I said earlier, hey guys, the S&P 500, there's a great chance that the S&P 500 falls at 438.50. Well, Dek, why would it fall at 438.50? Take a look at past chart history pattern. Top resistance at 438.50. Top resistance at 438.50. Top resistance at 438.50. And when you guys take a look right here, what's the high of the day today? 438.47 before now the market's starting to turn on down. Listen to the things that I'm saying here, traders. I'm telling you guys this right now, all of it for free, because I want you guys to be successful. That's all it is. So if I say, hey, all you have to do is go into a larger time frame, go to a relevant time frame. And what I mean by that is don't go right now into a 30-minute time frame, because the 30-minute time frame is kind of showing us a little bit too much data, right? Like we can kind of break this up into a little bit of a different chunk. I don't really need to know at this exact moment what's happening way down here. I want to figure out, okay, this is the most relevant block of, trades right here. Where here am I going to be able to, see where there's going to be a lot of support? So I kind of want to zoom in on what I think is a little bit more relevant and maybe go to a 15-minute time frame, or if I want to, maybe a 10-minute time frame. This is what's giving me a little bit more, easier to be able to figure things on out. So I'm going to go to a 10-minute time frame. And all I'm going to do at this time is I'm going to ask myself, where in the world did the SPY get a lot of reversals? Now, just do exactly what I'm doing here. I see a reversal right here. That's one. Okay? Here's one reversal. There's one. Here's a reversal. 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 here's a reversal, here's a reversal. Here's a lot of tops, as you guys can see, right at this area. Here's a reversal at a bottom. Here's a top. Here's a bottom. Here's a top. Here's a top. Here's a bottom. So, let's kind of get this a little bit more dialed in at this moment. If we want to say, all right, let's take the average of this area, we would probably say, what I would probably do at this point is, all right, we're good here. I was going to say, let's find the average. We can obviously see there is a ton of old resistance right across the board right here. And we could see that there is a lot of support down towards the bottom right here. So I would honestly, even starting on off, probably say, hey, there looks like there was some sort of channel. It looks like there was some sort of channel with 435 kind of right in the middle of that channel. And that's kind of how I'm seeing the S&P 500 at this moment. So let's just make this a little cleaner right now at this point. So what I would do is, let's put some top resistance. It seems like right on up towards around this 435.90 mark. That's going to be old resistance right here. Old resistance, old resistance, old resistance, old resistance. And then I can also see that we have a lot of support right here, back on down towards around the 434.50-ish mark. And this seems like it is a very nice channel. Top, bottom, little break, bottom. Now I'm getting a good idea of what's happening. Now, what I like to do, just because it helps me be able to visualize things even better, is I usually like to grab this picture and I like to head on over into my my super secret stock trading software, aka Paint, and I go ahead and I post it over in Paint. So I go over to Paint now, and now I say to myself, all right, let's figure this thing on out. Let's figure this out. Let's get a better understanding of this play. All right, well, I could see we had a top line right here. That's a reversal. I could see we had top line right here. I could see we had top right here. I could see that we had top right here. I could see that we have top right here. I could see that we have top right here. I could see that we get top right here. Awesome. Every single time we come up towards this area, we already know that that is going to be a resistance line. All right, awesome. Now, what's so great about this is that old resistance, as we know, does turn into new support. So we could see how actually that old resistance line is now actually going to be turning into most likely our new support line. So we basically have that, which is now going to be turning into our support line right here. So now we can understand that, okay, old support, or old resistance turns into new support. And if we really wanted to just kind of be able to understand that, that switch and that crossover, now, that what was a red line right there is now turning into our blue line, into our new support. So bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, or top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance turns into bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. That's probably the next area, whatever this price is, when we do start coming back on down. Now, I also do know that 435 is a natural resistance line. So at 435 being a natural resistance line, let's just always kind of keep that, on our back burner over here, that is going to be probably, a strong natural support line when it falls on down, just like it was a strong natural resistance line. And I would say if, things ever did start even cracking even lower, this would kind of be our, kind of like absolute bottom area, right? This would be like a very strong bottom if things ever went absolutely haywire and we start seeing, even more falling and more dropping all the way down towards that region. But to me, this kind of just me going on Paint, drawing out the arrows, getting a visual now on what this, really looks like. This helps me become a much better trader. So what price is this? What price is this line right here? This is at the price of 435.90. So now I could just say to myself, all right, hey, we got our 435.90 old resistance equals new support. Gonna make it a little bigger, but that's all good, right? And then just like that, traders, how much simpler is our trading? So how long did that take me? That took me like 5 minutes to try to figure out, 5 minutes to kind of go through absolutely everything and be able to say, all right, hey, this makes sense, right? This makes sense. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm at this moment. But a lot of traders, guys, don't do that. And what they have is this. What a lot of traders have is this. And when you have this, or you have, let's say this, that's a lot harder to understand. What's harder to figure out when you're taking a look at this chart right here or when you guys take a look at this chart right here? There's a big difference between them. One is just no support, no resistance. We're basically just hoping and going with the flow. The other one is we took the time to try to figure out what is going to be happening next. So let me post this for you guys so that you guys are all set. But yeah, I use paint a lot, guys. Paint's fun. SPY. 435.90 old support. So 435.90. Dek, how'd you get so good with paint? Been using it for a while. And also, back in high school, I got ISS before. In-school suspension. Anyone ever get ISS before? Dek, what'd you do? You beat up someone? No, my ISS actually wasn't a cool story. I took two. I don't know. It was stupid. They said I was drinking. I was taking too long at a water fountain. Like I was sitting there with my head down, like at a water fountain, and they thought I was like being a funny guy. And I was just drinking water. I just like to drink a lot of water. But like there was a line behind me, and then the teacher again wrote me up for ISS because he said I was taking too long drinking water. I'm sorry. I'm a human. I enjoyed drinking water. We just left gym class. I was just, absolutely dominating people in dodgeball. And again, I didn't mean to, again, hang up the whole entire squad and make everyone late. I like to, again, show off my athleticism, and I'd like to drink water after a little bit. So I wasn't gonna go to my next class looking like a golden retriever after playing frisbee for the last 35 minutes outside in the local park. I'm sorry. I was gonna take my time and drink a little bit of water. Got written up, went to ISS. Then that whole entire day I was just sitting there on paint trying to figure things out. Just being normal. Also, I was one of the only people after gym class that would, in the locker room, go ahead and take a shower after gym class. You know how brutal it was to always sit next to, again, Henry Farms, the biggest kid in class. After, again, he would go after and teacher would make him run 3 laps. Kid smelled like shout out to Henry Farms. Hope you're doing all okay. Yeah, so, man. Let's see here. Yeah, it was either that or you just spray a ton of Axe all over you. That's it. Ben M. Dek, currently up $700 today. Thank you for showing us how to be able to spot tops and bottoms. Hey, awesome job, Ben. Amazing work. Getting that profit. Moses saying, Dek, that's not nice. I am Henry Farms. You don't know Henry Farms, okay? I'm not gonna... Nice guy. Nice guy. Just... After the guy ran two laps at gym class and then having to sit next to him back in calculus, it was brutal. Talk about having strong focus. SPY right now, team. Looking to see if we're going to be able to break through 440. So we still have, again, the SPY still holding itself on up, 248 at this moment, and we are having that first red day at this time, which is nice. We have that first red day, we have that first pullback, and we're going to see, if this market is going to be able to hold itself on up, and what this afternoon is really going to bring us. That's kind of like the biggest thing. So when we take a look over here, it says the S&P 500 inches lower, struggles to extend rally for 9th consecutive day. The S&P 500 fell slightly this Thursday as the broad market index struggled to build on its longest winning streak since 2021. It says the benchmark slipped 0.2%, while the NASDAQ composite dipped 0.1%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 100 points, or 0.3%. The moves follow a muted but momentous day on Wall Street. The S&P 500 and tech-heavy NASDAQ finished up about 0.1% each day. It's a market that appears to be thinking that higher rates are going to be with us longer. Also, we had this yesterday. Mortgage rates plunge and demand finally inches back. So, mortgage, guys, rates is plunging. Demand finally inches back. So, guys, did you miss it? The housing market just crashed 2 days ago, but now demand's back, okay? So, 2 days ago, the housing market crashed, but now demand's back, and now we're going back up to record highs. Hopefully you guys bought a house on Tuesday.
How would you like to treat yourself to something special? I don't mean a shopping spree.
I really don't know what's going to happen with the housing market in the future. I just don't know. I mean, are prices always going to be high for housing? I don't have the answer. I really don't. I don't have the answer for it. But sometimes what I feel like, and this could not be correct, but sometimes what I feel like is, you know how sometimes people say, hey, if you want to invest into the SPY, don't try to time the SPY. Just jump in on the SPY. Over time, you will make money. I feel like housing kind of has that similar mindset. Yes, housing goes through cycles, just like the stock market goes through cycles. But I feel like if you are going to live in this home, if you are not flipping this home, if you are not doing some sort of rental, Airbnb, arbitrage, whatever, I feel like a lot of it is. If you see a home you like, if you again can afford that home that you like, and you're going to be able to, live there, over time, that house will appreciate. Over time, you will be able to make money. Now, are there certain exceptions? Yes. Are there certain problems and issues? Yes. Are there certain times that it's like, hey, if you buy a house right before 2008 and then it crashes on down? Yes. Obviously, that's, a very big difference. But I feel like a lot of the time, I'm going to say 90% of the time, if you buy a house, over time, it's going to make you money. It's kind of one of those things that it's tough to time, just like the market's tough to time. You jump in, you're good to go. That's the other thing I'm confused about is once we cut rates, once we cut interest rates and everyone can afford loans again, that's just going to make the housing prices go up even higher. So it's like everyone's like, oh, I'm waiting for the housing market to drop. Well, when is the housing market going to drop? Well, next year in 2024, we start cutting rates. And then we start cutting rates all the way back on down in 2025. So once we start cutting rates, people are going to start taking out more loans. And then in 2025, people are going to be taking out even more loans when everything's all the way back on down. And then 2026, we're all the way back down to 1%, with loans. And that just means everyone's going to be taking out loans to be able to buy houses, which means, again, housing prices are just going to go up even higher. I literally think like for the next 3-4 years straight, housing prices will just keep going on up higher and higher and higher and higher as they keep cutting rates. It's just gonna, pretty soon it's gonna be like $1 billion for a house. So I don't know. The only way, literally the only solution is if like is if we just had some sort of crazy amount of inventory. If the president or the administration was just like, hey, we are going to build 3 million homes in these random new neighborhoods. We're gonna build again 20 million homes just to kind of make a ton of supply. That's like that's the only solution. The only solution is to be like, okay, we're gonna cut down this forest and we're gonna build a neighborhood here, and we're gonna build $10 million 10 houses. We're gonna cut down this forest. We're gonna build a brand new neighborhood here. So it's basically like that's the only thing I can think of. You just have to have a lot more inventory. So we'll watch. Norvin says, Dek, is it really making you money, though, if you pay interest over time? Norvin, easy solution, for housing. So the thing is, like, houses right now are, like $600,000, $700,000 for, like, a single family home. The best thing to do is just pay it out in cash. So I would just take out like $600,000, $700,000 out of your bank account and then just pay it in cash, and then you don't even have to worry about the interest rate, you know? So that's my solution that I think everyone should do, and I think everyone can be able to follow that. I always try to give you guys game plans and certain things that, you know, everyone can be able to relate to and be able to do, and everyone's always complaining and crying and saying, oh, the interest rates are too high, interest rates are too high. Guys, just take out $700,000 out of your bank account and just pay for the house straight up, and then you don't even have to worry about interest rates anymore, you know? That's the easy solution. Duh. I don't understand how more people don't think about this stuff. I don't understand how more people don't understand about it. I know there's definitely, I know for a fact there's at least 3 people over on YouTube that don't ever watch me live stream or just saying, is this guy serious? Is anyone not like catching on? Like, is this guy like, he's literally just telling us to spend $700,000 and everyone's just like believing him? Is this like, hey, sit down, okay? Relax, take a log off the fire here, okay? I'm only kidding, guys. All right? I'm only kidding. Do you honestly believe that I think that you guys should take $600,000, $700,000 out of your bank account to be able to pay with cash? Guys, do you think that's even logical? Do you think that's even reasonable? The answer is no way, all right? Don't spend $700,000 on a house. Take out $500,000 and then just get a smaller house at this time. That's it, okay? So yes, 700, ludicrous. 500, more reasonable. Come on, stick with the program, people. Stick with the program here. It blows my mind how many people think that I'm serious when I say that. Come on now. So Spy, things can start getting exciting. Right? Things can start getting exciting when we start breaking through that 438.50 mark. Get back above that VWAP. VWAP, things can start getting a little bit nuts here. I would like it. And my goal is I want every single person banking. I had a dream last night. Got filled at 440. Fell on down. Chat room. Everyone saying, thanks, Dek. Currently up 1,000. Doubled my account. Tripled my account. Currently up 300%. First $1,000 day. Just me, my first trade. Just was able to make $700. Hey, yada, yada. I'm just sitting there in my bed. Just enjoying, laughing, smiling, having a good time in my sleep. And you know what? I still want the same game plan. You guys know I want that. I still want that purple line right here. That purple line is the best entry. And once that purple line comes, we know that we're going to get the perfect entry. We know that we're going to have a $20 drop. Here, we have an $8 drop. Here, we have a $20 drop. Once that purple line hits, that's the beautiful entry for us right there. You just have to be willing to wait for that purple entry. Right? So that's all you got to do. So once we have that purple entry here, we're all set, ready to go. Dek, do you really dream about that type of stuff? I do. Okay, I like to have fun. I like to dream. I like to be able to enjoy it. Have a good time in there. Have a good time in there. Some people go to sleep, they have nightmares. I have one weird thing, okay? And like my fiance learned it about me. You know how people get like nightmares when they dream? I personally, I don't know why my mind does it, but my mind will literally make up like funny dreams, funny jokes. And I wake up in the middle of the night laughing so hard. Like I laugh so hard in my dreams that I wake up. And then like the first times, like obviously we moved in together and started sleeping with me, I would start crying, laughing at 3 a.m. And she'd say, what the heck's going on? And I'm just like, oh, sorry. I just had a hilarious joke in my dream. You know, one of my friends said something and I started cracking up. Has anyone ever done that? Am I alone here? Am I alone here? Or does anyone else have hilarious dreams that, you know, you just wake up, you write it down, like, what? That was hilarious. So funny. Can't believe my mind thought about it. Give yourself a little high five and head back to bed. Every now and then, maybe like not too often, maybe like once a week, you know, I'll just wake up, you know, hysterically laughing at like 3 a.m. Hey, it's a good time. I get excited when I dream. I get excited. You know, your mind just thinks of some wild stuff. Oh no. And guys, this didn't just start happening. It's been happening since I've been a baby. It is a little weird. It is a little creepy. But you know what? We're having a good time in there. S&P 500 here, traders. 1059. Let's see if we can get a little bit of spike coming on up over on this market. A little bit of spike over on this play. Guys, while we are waiting, I kind of want to go through some some like free websites that every single trader should know. So if you guys are brand new to stock trading or do not know some of these free websites, I just want to lay out some of them, some stuff that I use every single day that I think everyone should be looking at. Number one, here's a nice website, marketwatch.com. You can get a ton of stuff from marketwatch.com. But one of my favorite things to go over and look at is short interest. Who remembers back in 2020, 2021 when GameStop went crazy? GameStop went crazy because the trend was to squeeze out shorts. So you can look at the most shorted stocks in the stock market, 58% being shorted right now, 49% being shorted. If these stocks ever came out with good news, they would get a monster spike, bigger than any other plays, because they would get the shorts would get out of their play, making the stock go higher. So for instance, when you have a stock that's heavily shorted, you have people that are betting against the company. When people get out of the stock slightly rises. Just like when you buy a stock, it slightly goes up. When you sell a stock, it goes slightly down. Shorting is opposite. When you short it, it goes slightly down. When you get out, it slightly goes up. So whenever there's good news on one of these plays, or whenever there is a stock that starts spiking, shorters sometimes get out of a stock all at once, leading towards massive spikes without really any buyers on it. It's just shorters getting out of the play. So sometimes you always want to be looking at the hottest plays that are being the most shorted, as these are the ones that can go on monster squeezes. So this is a great website. I think every single trader should be checking on out. I'm just going to post this over on YouTube, and you guys are all set, ready to rock. There is one. Another, again, great website that every single person should be focusing on is going to be CNBC.com. CNBC is one of my favorite websites. I look at every single day, every single morning. I'm always, again, seeing what they're talking about with the markets. Now, with that being stated, guys, do not take advice from CNBC, but it is always great to just be aware of what CNBC is talking about, what they're doing, and getting some nice little background over on the market. Another free website that I always like to use is going to be finviz.com. Finviz is an absolutely free website. It does show me every single day what are the top gainers, what are the top losers, what are the most active, what are the new highs, what are the new lows, what are the stocks that are, again, a lot of people are focusing on at this time. Finviz is a great website that's going to be able to help you, again, become a much better trader. You can click the website as well and be able to get, a little bit of a chart also. An old school website that I used to use every single day was stockcharts.com. Head on over to stockcharts.com, type in any stock that you want, and you guys can actually go ahead and see a little bit of a graph over on the chart, add different indicators as well. What's also very good about this is the chart school. There is so much great information over here. I would want everyone to go ahead and read some of this, so you guys can learn more about candlesticks and be able to check out how candlesticks work. So they have an entire free chart school. I actually read this when I was in college. When I was like a sophomore or junior in college, I would come over to stockcharts.com and I would read this entire free school here. No videos, just all reading, but it is, I think, an absolutely awesome free educational schooling, or whatever you want to call it, to go ahead and check on out. So make sure you guys go do that. So much information over here, and you guys can become much better traders. After that, guys, another free awesome website is going to be TradingView. TradingView.com. A lot of people have used that before. It is a place that you guys can go ahead and be able to, you can type in like SPY and be able to change the charts around. You guys can, add different things, yada, 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 do this, do that, add different, indicators, ruler, whatever you want. So you guys can just add a ton of different stuff over on this. And a lot of people like to do charting over on tradingview.com. So this is another very popular, very free website. A lot of people like to use every single day. Another, again, website that I like to use every single day is going to be newsfilter.io. I will say they did just have to add a subscription behind it, but this is where I get a lot of my news from. So I would just type in, for instance, let's go with Tesla. And then you do get a lot of news from right here over on Tesla. So News Filter is a great website that you guys can go ahead, use, check on out. That is an awesome website. One of my favorite websites of all time is just going to be using Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance does again. All right, Yahoo Finance is one of the best websites out there. And let me just bring this on up over here. And you can go ahead and click any sort of ticker. You get a ton of information. Give me 2 seconds here while it loads on up. Here we go. So I can go out here, type in any sort of ticker. Let's just type in AMC, right? AMC, we get all this information here. We get the open, the close. We do get all the news as well. We can go over to our, profile here, get more information about this. So this is like, I think, the best overall website, kind of just showing us a little bit of everything. So that is going to be a absolutely awesome website. AK47 saying Stock Titan. This is a free website to be able to get news as well. So that's really awesome. Free website to be able to get news over on Stock Titan. Shout out to you guys. AK47 giving us a little heads on up over there. Another great free website to be able to get a ton of awesome information is going to be the website of StockTwits. StockTwits Traders is almost like a Twitter or like a Facebook of just stock trading. So a lot of times I'll be posting things over here just on stock trades and everything along those lines. So make sure if you guys are on StockTwits. Now also, please do not listen to a lot of the advice you hear on StockTwits. It's great just to kind of read different message boards. Like for instance, you type in SPY and you can get some different thoughts on what people are thinking about the SPY at this moment. But a lot of it is kind of just random people typing whatever the heck they want. So make sure you guys are aware of that. But those are kind of like some free websites that I am using every single day, and I just want to make sure that you guys are prepared for that. So those are kind of some of my go-to free websites. Also, here's another one where I do get all that economic data. The economic data or the economic calendar here that you guys can be able to see every single week. What's coming on out. So this is another free website. Every single week, what's coming on out when I'm seeing all that economic data at this time. All right. So great job, great work. And oh, guys, look at this. Patience, ladies and gentlemen. With the S&P 500 is working itself back on up towards 438. Oh, who thought we would actually see it again? Who thought that we would actually see this again? Who here said, oh, Dek, we're coming up to 438. We're done. 436, coming on down towards lows. If we break 438, party back on. Party on, guys. If we get back above 438, we already know 439, 440 is in the reach. So we're going to see, can we get back above that 438 mark as always. Also, traders, I know I've been talking about it for a little bit, but I am so excited about it. We do have, and she just upgraded her internet. I do speak to her a lot here, but we do have a brand new live streamer coming on over to Tradecaster.com, and just seeing like how many people are live streaming now, is just absolutely awesome. If anyone remembers when Tradecaster was just basically me going on, now we have all these live streamers, and we are adding, for the first time ever, we are adding a Spanish only trading stream. So we do have a brand new live streamer right over here, and she is I believe from Venezuela, and all she does is speak Spanish. So that will be something that we're working on right now, and she is going to be streaming on Tradecaster.com every single day, only speaking Spanish for the Spanish community. So that's going to be absolutely great if you guys are interested in checking that on out over on Tradecaster once that is live. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and that is going to be very, very awesome. I also had someone email me and say, "Oh, Dek, that's great. Can we get I forget what language it was. I was like, can we get a you know, Czech? Can we get a Czech Republic live stream only? Can we get a Bosnia? Can we get a Bosnia live stream only? Can we get a Somalian live stream only? Only again taught by Somalians. And it's, you know what? We'll work on things. All right, guys, we'll work on things. Let's just start with the Spanish one. All right, so we're working on things. Emad, say, Dek, did you learn Spanish? See. How was my accent on that? How was my accent on that? See. I'm gonna work on my accent a little bit more. See. See. So, just trying to sound a little bit more not like, you know, an American. Trying to sound a little bit more, you know, a little bit more local, you know? See? Spy still watching this one. Waiting on this play here, team. Doing what we do best. Doing what we do best here. Yeah, I am waiting for this entire move. I'm waiting on this entire move right now. Me llamo Enrique Onene Gandara de Dekmar. S&P 500. Get it back above 438. We'll be ready to rock. And if you guys do have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. 11-10 in the market. SPY looking strong here, team. Is there any confusion whatsoever? That's what I want to ask. Is there any confusion? Is there anyone here at this time saying, hey, Dek, I just don't understand what's happening? You know, is there anything that's... want to make sure that we're all good here. But yes, I'm still waiting for my target. I'm going to go small, 438.50. Slightly bigger, 439.50. And then 440s is where I want everything. Like 440s is, the purple line is where you want it all. Purple line, guys, that 440.50. So 440.50, that's the best entry. Best entry is 440.50. That's the best. Plez, there's no chance you're going to enter even slightly before 438.50. Zero chance. There might not even be a chance that I jump in at 438. You know, I know the purple line's the best entry. So it's like, if you know the purple line's the best entry, you could just wait for the purple line. I don't want to miss the drop if it does, you know, happen, as you guys know. But I can tell you right now, the purple line's the best entry. The purple line's up towards around 440.50. So if you're saying, Dek, I don't want to even jump in at 438, I don't even want to jump in at 439. I just want the best of the best, Dek. I want to get filled at the best of the highest area. The best of the highest area is the purple line. So we'll be keeping our eyes peeled on it. Now, also, if you guys, so basically there's a little more risk and a little less risk. More risk is jumping in early and jumping in on the way up. Less risk is waiting for all this to happen, waiting for the purple line to touch, and then jumping in when it re-cracks like 439. So let's go over this here, guys, because I think that's great that someone brought this on up. So someone says, all right, Dek, right now this is the SPY. Let's draw it the SPY. We basically have a U-shaped pattern at this moment, okay? What we see at this time is there are multiple entries that we can do. The first entry we can do is going on up, and we jump in at 438. 438.50. That's one entry. Another entry we can do is it goes on up and it goes on up towards around 439.50, right? That's another entry we could do right here. Then the last entry we could do is that it keeps going on up even higher and we get filled at like that 440.50 all the way up here. There is one issue on this. The one issue is we are still buying when there is positive momentum. We are still seeing that market's moving up. That's the issue. That's the one con about this. This is the one problem about it. Now, we can also say to ourselves, well, if you want to stay as humanly safe as possible, the other way to trade this is to say, hey, Dek, I know that purple line, right? Let's just say this is the purple line right here, okay? I know that purple line, aka right here, this green line, is the best entry. All I'm going to do, Dek, is I'm going to sit back. If it hits this line and it falls, I'm going to look to enter after this line once I start to get weaker. But I refuse to buy in on it if we still have positive momentum. Is there anyone here that refuses to buy on the SPY on the way up? So, Dek, I'm not getting filled at 438.50. I'm not getting filled at 439.50. I'm not even getting filled at 440. I'm not getting filled at 441 if it goes up there. I am going to wait until at least we get up to the purple line. That's going to be right around the 440s. And then, once I see that momentum has truly shifted, that's when I have the most confidence. That's when I can enter here, and then watch it, be able to fade all the way back on down because finally we have hit the purple line. So some people may do that as well. Both of them are great entries. So a lot of people may say, Dek, don't even jump in at 438. Don't even jump in at 439. Wait for purple line, then the true momentum shift, and then you got your answer. The reason why we jump in at 438 or 439 is because we still just don't know if it will get up to that purple line. And it's just like we don't want to miss out on it. You know what I mean? But the safest and best plan is to wait for it to hit, turn, and then you're not even going against momentum. Because right now, if you're doing puts right now, you are going against the momentum. Plus, what would be the hard stop? Hard stop would be breaking above that purple line. But remember, if we do the second plan we have right here, if we're going against momentum, or if we go with momentum, then we shouldn't even get above the purple line. The only time the purple line is going to break probably is on the way up. If we go up, we break the purple line, maybe fall right back on down underneath it. What do you guys think? Dek, crypto starting to dump right now. PB Investing, what's up, buddy? Dropping some flames over in chat right now. Some of you guys may or may not know, little PB Investing over on Twitter or Instagram. I'm actually going to be seeing him this weekend. We got some things, stored on up, things that I'm very excited about. So anyone who follows PB Investing over on Twitter or Instagram, we're actually going to be putting together a little podcast together. So I'm really pumped up about that. Be dropping that, sometime next week. And just some big dogs doing our thing. So we're still waiting for this top area, as you guys know. Marty Z, did you find anyone at the Rangers game? No one did come up to me and say, hey, Rangers, Sean, found you in here. It was a good time, though. Good time. Fun time. But as I stated, I don't want to ever do it again. When you're single 28-year-old friend says, hey, come on out to a Rangers game. It's a Tuesday, no big deal. We'll go out, we'll come back home. And the next thing you know, you're ending up in some sort of club and it's 2:30 in the morning and there's signs and flames and fire and all this stuff coming around you. And you say, hey, I got an hour and a half drive back home. The rule of advice: do not hang out with single friends in the city on Tuesday. Don't do it. Okay? Last night I went to sleep at like 6 o'clock, but now I feel absolutely refreshed and good to go. I woke up in my bed this morning and just said, I love being 30 and not doing that stuff anymore. I love being 30, and literally the most exciting time of my weekend is, 1 o'clock when Scott Hansen comes on Red Zone. That's the most exciting time of my weekend now, and I love it. I love it. We do have the SPY still slowly trying to work itself on up. Team, if we break back above that 438 mark, things will start getting very exciting. And at this point, looks like we're going to. You know, at this point, we're back into the green. Remember, traders, the longest stretch in history is 13 days in a row of green. Right now, we're in the green on day 9. Every single day, we have a little bit more green. Puts even better odds that we're going to be going red here soon. There's still a little bit of a drop. Yep. Trader, so does anyone have any just final questions, comments, or concerns? You know, we are getting a little bit closer towards around lunch hours, and I just want everyone to know fully the game plan here. When you get back above 438, things are going to start getting exciting. But, again, we want to see that purple line hit for the true reversal. I would like to start getting involved on this play after the shift of momentum. I want to see a spike. I want to see the climb. I want to see the shift. And we get entries. We hold them tonight. We hold them tomorrow. And I probably will even be holding them into Monday. So I want every single person to know that's my game plan. That's what I'm looking for. I want entries up high. I'm going to be waiting for, again, we probably spike up towards around that 439, 440 mark. Then watch for the momentum to turn and shift. We know we're in on the downside of momentum at the high after 9 days in a row of green. And then we start getting that drop. You know, this morning I said, hey, I got to wait for the entry that I like. I got to wait for the confidence. And you know what? People jumped in. And people jumped in and people made money. But the thing is, we're all the way back on up to 438 right now. We could easily see 440 by the end of this day. We could easily see 441. We could easily see a lunch hour spike. $440, that's the top purple line. Hit the top purple line, we fell on down. Hit the top purple line, we fell on down. Hit the top purple line, we fell on down. Hit the top purple line, guess what? I'm looking for it to fall on down. So where am I getting these numbers from, guys? Look at the charts. So it's all about making sure we look at those charts. And I understand everyone's at different skill levels, different ideas. Mo Duke deck, what if it breaks 440? Again, we're not buying this until we get the momentum shift. If it goes up to 441, 443, 445, awesome. You know, once we get the momentum shift, we're good. But we'll take that, you know, we'll take that when we get it. But, you know, as we stated, the S&P 500, let this thing rip as much as it wants. Joe Teen, we're at about $850. All right, traders, SPY. Cool, cool, cool. Just want to make sure every single person is all set. Now, little heads on up, traders. We are going to be wrapping this morning on up. Obviously, I'm going to be here throughout the day over on Tradecaster.com, getting ready to rock and roll and getting ready to do our trade once it comes. Also, for everyone over on YouTube, please listen up right now over on YouTube. Number one, we do have our Ski Utah trip. Sales go live tonight. If you are coming, you better be ready at 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight, I am dropping it over in chat, on the emails, on social media, on Twitter, and I bet it's going to be sold out within the first 20 minutes. So make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go if you guys are coming out to Utah for the ski trip so that you guys are all ready to rock and roll. All right? Other than that, a little bit ways away. Black Friday on the way. Just getting you guys a little prepared. This will be our biggest Black Friday ever. We're not doing 10, 15, 20, 25% off anything. We're not doing any of that, guys, because we're doing 30, 40, 50% off everything. All right? This is going to be not 20, 30, 40, 50% off everything. So it's going to be nuts. So I just want to make sure that you guys are prepared. If you guys are thinking about signing up, you guys can sign on up with the best possible prices coming on up here during Black Friday. So it's going to be an absolute blast, and I am so pumped, so ready to rock and roll. Everyone over on YouTube, you guys have been absolutely fantastic. Keeping our eyes peeled over on the S&P 500, and we are, of course, just doing our thing, getting ready to rock and roll. Team, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be in chat this entire time, waiting for the S&P 500 to go on that rip and run. Enjoy some live streamers over on Tradecaster.com. And other than that, guys, if you guys are sitting back and waiting, you know what? Hey, head on over towards, again, deckworkoutswithaz.com, and you guys can go ahead and get yourself a brand new workout package. We are going to be doing 7,000 burpees while waiting for this 450, 445 mark to come on up, all right? If you guys are down with me, head on over there for the live stream. We got 7,000 burpees today. Everyone, let's get ready to have a blast. Traders, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everyone who has joined us on this fantastic morning. We're waiting for this to pop on up. And then I'm going back live for this to be able to drop after we get our entries. But we are going to be in a little bit, probably of an hour of slowly climbing here, I think. We probably have an hour about slowly climbing. As always, I want to be the best mentor I can be. I want to say thank you so much. Smash that thumbs on up, like and subscribe. And as always, help me wrap this morning on up, guys. You guys know the drill here, baby. In 3, 2, 1...
$79. Let's say $879.
Here's the break.
Let's get the $395.
Hold it. Hold it.
We're doing our thing all the way back on down. Let's take our money as we again take this profit. Carry out 4 contracts left. And again, we made $991 this time, baby.
Everything we did there was absolutely perfect. Does anyone have any questions on that? Is anyone confused on anything we did on that? Now I'm starting to put together a little bit of a game plan, and I'm starting to understand what I really want out of this stuff.
$2,000 in profit for myself.
We got the nice red candle. We're looking for the momentum to be able to take it on down with
$399.74, baby. Here we go, baby. Oh! Well, now we're up $365. Let's just again take a little bit of gains right here. Boom, baby. Nice job right there on that trade.
up currently right now $760.
Notice we had this little lower shadow. Now we're starting to bounce our way back on up. The first order getting filled. Currently filled right here. Jack, why was this falling at this area? Like, what did we see here? So let me actually break this on down and let's understand what was happening on this play. So